You're no longer a ghost, and Emmy's no longer a Pikachu.
I know.
Which I don't know if that's a good thing for Emmy or not, because she can't pat people's heads no more. But Emmy finally has her own icon. How about that?
Yay!
Yeah, that was like literally a surprise I was not expecting.
I know.
No, I was anticipating. I just didn't know what day it was because I knew about these deets behind the scenes, and Emmy was the one that also gave me a heads up too.
I completely forgot about it, to be honest, because I thought I was like, oh, Sergi's gonna take a while when you last told me, and I was thinking, oh, he's probably gonna be like May or June. Like,
no, I think I told you it was gonna show up probably mid-April, and lo and behold, mid-April it was.
Yeah, I showed KG and Tyrone beforehand because Sergi sent me the line arts, and I showed them afterwards, and then I'm like, but I didn't know it was gonna take this like short amount of time. I'm like, damn, Sergi.
Nah, Sergi is once again the GOAT, the greatest out there, always killing it. And we will always compliment this man whenever we can, because Sergi truly is the Chad. He went out of his way to make all these amazing face icons and official artwork for everybody now. Full artwork at that, too. So we finally get to see everybody's full body art here.
I did show off on my story, like on my Facebook story, I think when that day he revealed, so then I know like on my Facebook there's like more older people, so they're probably like, what the fuck? But on Instagram, I had a couple people like, oh man, that looks cool. Like, then I showed my family too, and they're just like, my sister's like, oh, it's just like, and then my niece too. So I showed off everybody, even my close friends. Like, I showed them off the artwork, because then I was like, hey, but some of my voice got cut off because Facebook has a limit for some reason. So it's like I was trying to say like, I'm finally officially like, I got caught off. Like, okay.
It's all good, buddy. It's all good. But anyway, ladies and gents, once again, we welcome you all, one and all, to another exciting session of the PokePod World Podcast, where me and my pals gather around to go and talk about things that have been going on within the past week. And boy, has it been a very eventful day, really, because today in particular, we got hit with a lot of quote-unquote leaks that we're going to either talk a little bit about, as well as update certain leaks that we saw earlier in the day as well regarding Sonic and his Origins game. So there is a lot to get through tonight. So before we go and continue our discussion, let me go and take this opportunity to move Tyrone over here to the side.
What
is it with you guys and jump scaring everybody, bro?
Mike Wazowski again. Yeah.
Jesus.
I apologize, Tyrone. That is 100% probably my fault.
Tyrone just appears there, menacingly.
There we go.
No, he was listening to the Bardcore. That's what it was.
You know, hold on. I got to fix Ruby. Hold on. Ruby's sort of like, there we go. Now put him in the middle.
TSS may get this, but I feel like that one commentary version of Star Wars, the one with the fucking alien heads and shit that are looking at the movie theater. Like
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, that one. The one where you're looking at the movie, but you can still see them in the background very clearly.
There we go. That's what I want to fix. All right.
And again, I always think when I see these, because we all look so similar because we're facing forward, I just imagine like fucking popsicle sticks at the bottom of our fucking models.
No. If this was Spaceballs, you know, I'm an asshole. Everybody on this ship is assholes.
It's like somebody decided to do a fucking puppet show of us instead.
Actually, I have the stupidest idea. I'm gonna go take care of this right now.
Yeah, it just looks like we all have popsicle sticks at the end of us.
As the cagey cry emojis come behind us.
The major babies. Like the fuck.
I don't know. Why?
I thought you said Nisha babies. Like,
no, the major. If you ever seen King of the Hill, Luann runs a puppet show called that. The Major Babies.
That sounds like fucking Nisha. What happened? These are the kids that are stuck in freaking 50 degree apartments with no fucking heat and shit.
Right.
No share. I want some too. What the heck?
Yeah, you take some too, then,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. Like going to a movie theater just to spend $20 on popcorn and not watch a movie.
Wow.
Emmy needs to have some kind of baked good. Unless Emmy
Yo,
has
right?
the Pikachu in her arm.
Yes.
I'm the most baked good you'll
Oh.
ever get.
Oh my god.
You know what? Hold on. We'll give Emmy the Pikachu back. There you go.
Yay!
Wait a minute,
That's
wasn't Emmy
better.
the Pikachu?
Oh.
This is weird now.
Yeah, this is weird now. Not
Hey, Joker out here gifting some
Thanks,
sunnies.
Hmm.
Who got it? Muffin got it.
Jesus
Congratulations,
Christ!
Muffin.
So because KG's bouncing like subscription thing comes right by me, it just shows up. Jesus Christ!
He's like, hey, bonga, bonga,
Yeah, he's
bonga.
like, he comes to, he's like, get over here.
Oh, tactical Groot. Jesus Christ!
Oh, jeez. Hey, what is that? Tactical Groot giving a gifty sub as well to the Chornic of all people.
Sonic.
And
Nice.
wow, we're already getting into a hype train already. Jesus Christ, y'all are excited for tonight's episode
Train.
of the
Yeah, it's
PokePod.
funny because I honestly have no idea what we're talking about other than the episode.
Oh,
I'm
we got some
excited,
things to
I
talk
guess,
about.
nonetheless.
Yeah, we have other things
Oh,
to
we
talk
got-
about too.
We got to talk about your alcohol addiction.
I mean,
Called out.
that's not
sad.
getting resolved anytime soon.
Oh no, you don't need to stop. We just need to talk about it.
Damn.
Oh my god. Yesterday, I did not have a great relationship with wine.
Oh, no. No one ever does, though.
Did you get drunk?
Yeah, I was so tired yesterday. I don't know.
Oh,
what-
you're boring. You're asleep
No.
drunk.
I know. It's because I haven't drank a sip of alcohol since I started dieting, so it's then I made a mistake drinking before eating anything. So basically, that alcohol went straight to my system. So I didn't have
Yep.
no food. So I was I was so tipsy and tired, and then I just did some stupid things too with that.
Advanced
Or
tipsy.
apparently one of them I was recorded too, and I couldn't stop laughing what I did yesterday.
What'd you do?
So yesterday my sister brought in some big bunny head for Easter
What?
because celebrating my great niece's first Easter, and then she basically like, oh, I have a surprise for everybody. And so she goes into the bathroom and then comes out and starts hopping with the bunny head on. He's like,
Sure, you were the one that drunk the wine.
yes. And then afterwards,
She wanted to pay tribute to Bunny Man. That's what it was.
So afterwards, I started taking turns, and then I grabbed the bunny head, and then we were like, taking pictures with my dad. And then the next thing you know, she's like, hop like a bunny, and I start hopping like hop, like. And then the next thing you know, she's
Let's
like,
go to
"You
the
are
hot.
better." And I started going crazy, so that I started like hopping like crazy, and my bunny head's about to pop up. It was like going up and down, up and down.
Wow.
And then we were just sort of laughing, like, she's like, what is that? And my sister, of course, recorded me that moment. So when I saw the video, it was hilarious. But yeah, it was just mostly for the baby's first Easter. So but the bunny head became the prop of the whole thing. And of course, I think everyone got the chance to wear the bunny head yesterday. So everyone was
Tiny person.
yes.
It's a tiny baby person.
It was great. Yeah, I know. We're gonna have fun with the baby now.
No, Emmy. I'm sorry. Polly.
Yes?
So, we need to talk, little miss. I just saw your fucking post that you made on Twitter 52 minutes ago, where he's like a podcast discussing radio show. Yeah, that's cute. No, that's fine. I'm looking at the pictures. Where your fucking pants at?
Okay.
Where your fucking pants at? Put on some goddamn clothes.
Literally, put it in the response. I said, before anyone says anything, Tyrone, yes, I'm wearing pants in the first shot. I'm wearing shorts. It was August and 1,000,000 degrees outside. The
Not
shorts
my
are
house.
just a bit scrunched up in that pic.
Should have
Oh,
gone
no,
for some
I'm sorry.
pants and hat instead.
You better
should
put
I
on some
take it-
pants, young lady.
Also,
Should I take it
Polly,
down?
No, I don't give a shit. I was just
on the
making
tweet,
fun of you.
too. She actually said, "Oh, before anyone asked about the pants, like the
Hey,
You're an adult. You can do whatever you
it,
want. I
it
just
got
thought
some
the joke would be
traction,
funny.
though. It did get some traction. I
Of
put
course it got some
hashtag-
fucking traction.
hashtag AnyPoke and at the PokePod world, so
Over here showing
I'm
Polly
dropping
skin.
17 likes.
Uh-uh.
All I aim to do is promote the PokePod. I'll do it in whatever means necessary.
17 likes. That's 17 more simps than you thought.
Oh, you've heard of Polly Pockets. Now there's Polly Pants.
Polly-
Oh my god!
I was gonna be like,
Polly
there's legs left
Don't
no,
lose
you're-
the-
I'm pumping that.
Listen,
Now available
we're
on
not
cassette
going
and
to
vinyl.
loot the PokePod crew. That's going
The
to be in the summer.
PokePod crew has been looted for a while now. Hold
Wait,
up.
there was artwork of us loot? I didn't know this. Also, there is going to be a summer piece, so that's probably going to be where the loot's at. But where the hell was the other loot shit at, though?
Also, what? I've been told to put my girl
with a
away
free big
several
razor.
times.
there. Yeah.
And
We
where's
just
the
have
art
both
piece
of
to
them
prove that?
Shut up.
Shit.
we took
don't
it down.
Oh, yeah, right. I
No,
forgot.
no,
We
no.
got the
I
government.
don't want
We might not have
episode.
we might not have the art piece, but we got the 2-piece and a biscuit.
No
my
drink, though,
God.
for that biscuit.
No drink.
It's like that.
PokePod's been X-rated for over like 3 years up to this point.
So when we get the swimsuit up in summer, you're going to have to wait for
No.
that art piece sometime during the summer. And also if I get
No,
permission
no.
of these people as
You ever
well.
see those pictures we shared of Washington? Y'all saw me? Damn straight. That wasn't meant for child eyes.
So why'd you put it out in the public?
Because I'm an adult. I do whatever the fuck I want. That's the beauty of it.
True. No drippity droppity. What the fuck?
Drippity drop.
Also, you won't see me shirtless because my freaking torso looks like a fucking Civil War was on it. So
You know what? I'll fix it for you. I'll give you the bunny ears this time. There you go.
Oh my god.
Now you got that drip game going on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, but no,
Pikachu should be a
sincerely.
talking point.
Before we continue on any further, since we've been talking about the images and whatnot, and I'm not referring to the loot shit, of course. Once again, massive thanks to Sergi for absolutely killing it with these character designs you're seeing currently on screen, excluding the Ruby one here. But for Tyrone, TSS, Polly, Emmy, and Nessa here, all of it done by none other than our GOAT artist who has been doing it for many years, Sergi Romero. Follow him on Twitter. What's another gift sub? Thank you so much for that, buddy.
Hey.
Thank you, Muffin Man Sanders, for that. Really,
I thought you were just
appreciate
gonna say thank you, Muffin Man, and just end it right
It's the
there.
Muffin Man, yeah, right?
Yeah, I know who Muffin Man Sanders is. I just thought it was funny.
You also got a gifty as well, Muffin. So, I mean, you just gifted one back. How awesome is that? But yeah, so once again, thank you so much to Sergi. This isn't the last time you're going to be seeing art pieces from Sergi. We are still currently in work on the art piece for this month. I'm super excited to see how that's going to turn out as well by the end of April, too. It is going to be a spring theme, so I hope you guys are looking forward to it. And it's going to be featuring, finally, all the new characters that got their art pieces. So Emmy, Nessa, and Polly are going to be in it for this one.
Oh,
So, yeah. Look forward to that. Also, a particular individual is going to be joining us in that as well. Who that could be, though, you'll find out soon enough. Now, just to clarify and also to give an update, given that it has been some time since the January presentation we had back where we talked about these deets. So I mentioned before that we were going to be getting a lot more monthly art pieces, and we currently are. But now that we finally got the models for all the characters here presented on screen, and I stated this during the beginning of in the direct on January, that yes, once we get all these characters, we'll then slowly move on into the next phase, which will then focus more on doing some more comedic things with the cast. So that whole little 4 thing that I talked about before, talking with Hbo about that in the future. Hopefully you guys can look forward to that too. And to our buddy Joker as well, who will also be partaking in some art pieces too with the cast as well. So I hope you guys look forward to it. There's going to be a lot more of these kind of things appearing throughout the coming months. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see these creations come to life. And as stated before, with specifically the Sergi pieces, you're going to be seeing a lot more of them pop up throughout the months as well. We're still going to be thinking about the poster for the PokePod now that we finally got the whole cast art design done. And also, we're with the monthly art pieces, there's going to also be appearances by other individuals within the Anti-Poke scene and a little extra with friends of whatnot that will also be making appearances throughout the art piece as well. The PokePod world, in terms of the lore, is finally going to be established because one particular individual that you might have not noticed wasn't in the art piece set here, aka JPR.
KG. I'm just kidding.
Well, yes, technically KG. But yeah, KG theoretically doesn't exist. Ruby exists. So where the fuck is KG at? You guys will find out some point in the future. But not that. I'm referring to JPR. Our buddy JPR. Why isn't he in part of the pieces whatsoever?
Because he left us. He's a part of the fucking championships.
People told me I replaced him, and I'm not okay with that. That is not an equal.
Congratulations, Emmy. Here, take the JPR badge. I didn't get a Pika badge.
So check this out. You didn't replace him, but the events weirdly do line up. I can see where it comes from.
Yeah,
but like that's like a terrible. That's
damn, damn, girl, those are some good shoes to fill.
Croc shoes.
That's like the lowest quality hip replacement. Like,
Amy, you stuck in the soul, my guy.
That's like replacing like an OG member with like an unpaid intern. I'm an unpaid intern, guys.
I replaced my level.
Also, on the payment thing, Hbo will pay you exactly 2 5/8 cents more.
I replaced my level.
Don't sell yourself short.
I replaced my level 100.
Thank you.
I replaced my level 100 Tyranitar for this lowly Pidgey.
Does that mean I have to wear Crocs now? Oh man. God damn it.
Yeah, let me get the Crocs for you real quick. I'm just gonna.
They're used, yes.
Okay, I have to comment on this since I wasn't here last week. So, seeing John wear Crocs, I'm thinking of this guy. Okay, first of all, it's like he wears it with socks. So number one, he's not even doing it right. Number two, it's like I would hate to see the blisters on his fucking feet.
Maybe that's why he wears socks to hide them.
Yeah, but
he's just that committed.
He's gonna do shit. As a matter of fact, it's gonna make it worse.
Crocs are a blister, like just one big blister with holes in it.
Listen, don't tell that to John if he's ever shows up, bro.
He'll
never like
I openly hate Crocs.
I hate Crocs.
He's just gonna show up.
But yeah, just to reiterate with the JPR thing. First off, once again, it's not that he's removed. It's more so he's somewhere out there in the world of the PokePod. And we're going to see him in some future in another piece. Not the one coming this month, but in next month's probably. You'll get more context behind where JPR is at, as well as establishing other things, because I'm trying to create this like universe within the world of the PokePod, given the amount of people we've collaborated with over the years. So having them be incorporated within the monthly pieces, I think, would be a nice touch. So to include other friends of ours like Tasso or Evie or JPR, Zach, Raph, Hybrid, etc. You know, we're going to be seeing a lot more of them appear in the distant future within the world of the PokePod monthly art pieces. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope Sergi will continue to help me out with that as well. It's going to be a great time all around to celebrate just these many wonderful years of being within the Anti-Poke scene. What better way to celebrate it than with the entirety of the community and the people we've collaborated with throughout the many years. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Look forward to it. This art piece later this month and many more within the future.
The horse girls. Dude,
it's a horse. No. But there is one thing we're going to finally establish before. Sorry, Tara, before you continue. I was just going to say, there is one little thing we're going to finally be establishing with this PokePod world. And that's Ruby. Because he's sort of been the one that sticks out like a goddamn sore thumb within this entire piece. So we're finally going to be establishing something with Ruby. You're finally going to learn a little bit about this character now in terms of lore. So that's going to be interesting.
He's the final boss.
The Transformers noise.
You're the final boss, aren't you?
No. There's nothing about that. But you'll see. You'll see soon exactly what the hell Ruby, if that's what he calls himself, that is really all about. And it's going to be a lot of fun to learn more about that in the coming months ahead. But for now, we're still going to be setting things up in the meantime. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, Taran, what was it that you were going to say? Oh,
nothing. I wasn't saying.
Oh, yeah. You know what we need? We need Sergi to draw a picture. And this is going to be a throwback. of Richie, Evie, Tyrone, and DJ in the Doki Doki Literature Club wigs.
I've
Like,
been
depending
waiting
on
to...
which character they play.
Yes!
That would be
Absolutely!
beautiful.
Thank you, Donnie, for bringing back
Oh,
that clip.
Donnie.
Oh,
But
no.
you know
DJ's
what's sad
grand
though,
cameo.
Polly? You know what's
Yeah.
sad? It's in the list I have here for what I had.
Oh my
done.
gosh.
It's a whole folder.
I
You
This
son
started
of
to
a
get the
bitch!
whole cast, and also Armstrong also appear and make some fucking appearance too. So there's a lot of things I intend to do. Like I told you, it's gonna be a celebration of just the many years we've had with the podcast
Sayori's
and with the many
voice.
friends we've made along the way. So it's
I
gonna
haven't
be
done
nothing.
Sayori's voice in so many damn years.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I
weird
got the
seeing
cast
Tyrone
right?
dress up as Sayori though, with the dress and everything. I don't even want to imagine how everybody's gonna look.
I just see DJ with the long purple wig.
And a knife.
I'm gonna look like a fucking snack. What the fuck you mean?
Oh my
I
God.
hope you look like that time that you were in the bed, but you were like flipped sideways. It looks so weird, but I fucking died of laughter when we saw that shit.
So in the next 2 weeks, we're gonna have more reviews because I'm getting new stuff, and obviously when I get new toys to play with and other things, I like to review them. So next week and the following week, we're gonna have reviews of things. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but there's gonna be some stuff.
Neat. The TSS Tech reviews are finally coming back, so that's gonna be great. I'm also
I did stuff too, actually.
I was gonna say, now that we're starting to slowly increase the amount of members throughout these sessions, I'm also thinking some point in the future to probably extend the pod a little longer as well. That we've been doing these past couple of weeks, if you've been noticing, because there's that much more to talk about. But that's, of course, a discussion for when that time ever comes for that, when we get a chance to sit down and chit-chat about it. Thank you guys so much once again for the amount of support you've given us. 140 sessions, 10 more weeks of this, and we'll hit the big 150, and that's going to be a wonderful time to celebrate as well.
And realistically, how many pods we've done? Like 360, 370, something along those lines.
Yeah, we're
like
almost
some
close to the
crazy
400s.
Yeah.
We're as long as all those animes I bitch about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the only reason why we're not in episode number 300 is because every season we always change. So we always had the PokePod, then the PokePod R, which of course was not meant to be, but then the PokePod World, which is the current season we are in. Makes you kind of question what exactly is going to be coming after the session World. So will we change it, or will things still stay the
Pod
same?
Zeto.
Yeah, Zento. Oh man, no. But just to clarify, I think the PokePod World will probably still remain as is. It'll just come to a reset.
Guys, PokePod World 2.
Theoretically, we could put season 2. So I mean, there you go. Season 2.
And Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
We still need a theme song.
We do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chad. Who's good at music?
Somebody make a bardcore version of like MPM or something.
For people that won't get us copyright struck.
For people that don't know, bardcore is Baroque and hardcore.
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. Sorry.
Well, basically what it is that there's actually, because actually I found this out, it's like people have made like medieval versions of like hip hop songs. So basically any popular song, but with like medieval instruments, like the strings and the flutes, and it sounds like it's written in the fucking 1500s or some shit. Yeah. Actually, 50 Cent in the Club is actually one of them in that playlist.
Huh.
But yeah.
50 Cent in the Club for KG.
Yeah, the bardcore thing, and that's like crazy. Like it sounds like you're at a freaking Renaissance fair and shit. You just have fucking like Eminem kill you or some shit on the background.
B-A-R
Bardcore, but the ones that you want to, if you search on YouTube for 1 hour hip hop, 1 hour medieval hip hop, and that's the one.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's like some of the best fucking music I've ever heard in like the last like couple of years.
Alrighty then. What do you guys say? We go and move on into our topics for the week then, peeps.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
I got stuff too, actually.
All right then. Well, maybe it
Right.
might
I got
be something I could
TSS
be
said he had
talking.
new shit. You got new shit. I technically have new shit too. My new shit's just not gonna be on Twitch this time. It's gonna be on YouTube. Yeah, that's right. I use that sometimes. So I don't know if this should be live or recorded, but I was doing this this weekend while I was like looking around just in my old folders, cleaning out some old shit. And some people may know this already. Some people may know the series already. But I ran into Pokemon Universe again. I ran into the folder. And I was like, oh shit, my fanfic. And it's like 80 fucking episodes. It's currently 83 episodes long. And then I thought about this really hard and I started reading it because it's in script format. And I read it. And when I read it, I was thinking, wait a minute. If I read this out loud like an audio book, but read it in script format, combine it with the sound effects on my stream deck, so you get like the Pokeball sound effect, like the return sound effect, the Polly likes the sound effect, the one where they do the transition, the doom 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 doom, that sound effect. I was like, if I apply the sound effects and do the read through, would the chat want me to read it and record it or do it live on YouTube? Either way, I'm planning on going ahead and just doing a read through of the Pokemon Universe series.
Someone says do it live. Do it live.
Yeah.
So we're doing it live. I'll do it live. I just got to make sure my sound cues are ready. Otherwise, I'm going to look like an idiot. But yeah, so not this month, but a couple of months. Like I'll say some month from now, just to make sure I got spell check and everything correct. PokePod, not PokePod. Pokemon Universe will be live and placed on YouTube, and I'll probably do like maybe 1 or 2 episodes every Saturday or some shit.
Okay. Well, there you go,
Yeah.
Chad. We got more things coming around from the entire cast here going on. TSS getting some new tech stuff that you can look forward to, or whatever it is that he's going to be showing us, because he's keeping it a surprise. Tyrone has some audiobook-esque sort of live stream sessions coming in the future.
It's going to be a read-through, pretty much.
Indeed.
Pokemon Universe, the read-through.
I guess since we're talking about...
Dramatic reading.
Yeah.
Actually, TSS, that's legitimately what it's called.
Dramatic reading. That's exactly what it is. Because you got to go back to fucking YTMND back in 2005.
Yeah, and the way I wrote it, it isn't in book format. It's in this like a script format. So now you get to, and so when I read it, it's like I'm reading a play. It's like I'm cold reading essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, look forward to all the silly shenanigans we got planned. Speaking of silly shenanigans, I think we should also address this early on as well, just to give people an expectation for what is to come. Tyrone, you and I were talking a little bit earlier ago about what we wanted to do for a future collab stream as well. Mm-hmm. And I think now would be the appropriate time to talk about it, since we're bringing these things up rather later. So if you guys remember, we back then did a race of Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, whichever it was. And the premise behind that was that it is the original game, except modified to include the GSC OST, and also the sprites were updated as well, if I'm correct. Yes. So everything was completely revamped. It was all super polished, and we had an incredible time with it. In fact, it felt like a completely brand new game all over again, at least for me. Maybe for you as well, Tyrone.
Yeah, definitely.
So we thought, why not do another racing session of some form? And this time, we thought, what better way than with another Pokemon game that followed the events after Red, Blue, and Yellow. That being of Crystal, if I'm correct here. Tyrone, would you like to elaborate a little further on what this is all about?
Okay, so essentially KG and I will be doing a race of Pokemon Crystal, but it's not just any version of Pokemon Crystal. Thanks to TSS yet again, we have a patched version of Pokemon Crystal. So pretty much this means that all the little bugs and problems that Pokemon Crystal came with, that's completely going to be patched up, and we have access to Pokemon that we wouldn't be able to get via trading or events or other situations. Everything is implemented. The egg physics will actually follow good egg physics now, and not the fucking terribly long egg physics that were in the original game. All trade Pokemon are accessible to evolve, because there'll be an item that allows us to evolve them. And we also have the ability to get event Pokemon. so we don't have to like be locked behind that. So that means we can catch Celebi if we fucking wanted to. But yeah, it is basically a corrected version of Pokemon Crystal, and it's updated, and we're gonna be doing a race through that. And should we reveal the small little gimmick in there too?
Yeah, might as well give people a little tease for what's gonna be coming.
While we're racing, because Pokemon Crystal has the ability to do night and day, we talked about this, and I will be playing the nighttime of Pokemon Crystal while we're doing this playthrough, while KG is playing the daytime version. So it's almost like a little bit of sun and moon in there too. So we got Pokemon Crystal Night and Pokemon Crystal Day, with KG doing the daytime stuff and I'm doing the nighttime stuff. Basically, our times will be introverted.
Meaning that no two sessions will really be the same, because there will be Pokemon that Tyrone will find that I can't find, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
So you guys are going to get different Pokemon, basically, from doing a day to night.
Yeah. High Prop said it best. Golden Sun and Silver Moon.
Oh, shit.
No, he's quoting okay.
Yeah, I know. That's from the opening. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a really nice touch. You know what? That's perfect. We'll call it that, Tyrone.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's great.
Even though it's Crystal, theoretically, we can still make it work.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Patch Crystal, yes. You are an absolute genius, buddy, with that one. So, yeah, we're going to be having fun with that. When is the date we're going to be doing
This is what happens there. This is what happens when you're bored and freaking searching on romhacking.net. That's what happens.
Should we do that tomorrow, or are we doing that next week and then just hyping it up with promotion?
I don't know. It's up to you, buddy.
What
do we have planned for tomorrow?
Not a goddamn thing.
Well,
then let's do it.
Well, actually, no. Let's give it a week because I wanted to do Sonic again.
You want to play Sonic Simulator again?
I want to play Sonic again.
Yo, bro, listen, that game has no right to be as fun as it is.
We're gonna play it again only because the game's still new, and we still want to like play it a little bit before we toss it over to Pokemon, just to give us a week's time. Plus, we can make some promotional shit for it.
Yeah. Also, one other thing as well, the game has now been officially released for the public, so those who want to play the game don't need to put in the 50 Robux. You guys can now access
through a website. I was scrolling on a website earlier today, and I saw an advertisement for Sonic Speed Simulator. Like, holy shit, this is real now, huh?
Yeah, no, this game is popping. I went to check on Roblox earlier ago, and it has like 70,000 concurrent players right now going on with the game. Which is pretty big in Roblox world, so.
We were playing it before it was hot.
Yeah, pretty much. We were the beta testers right there, and we were having a lot of fun with it. In fact, I was having so much fun with it, I couldn't stop playing it. So, yeah, that's going to be great. KG, use your Suicune.net PNGs for promotion. Links up with this week's episode, too. Oh shit, you're right. The Suicune episode is coming this week. Then that's going to tie in with the Crystal shit happening a few days after that. Yeah, that's cross-promotion, ladies and gentlemen. We're working with the Pokemon anime. In fact, we're working with them twice. One this week and one next week. Incredible shit, no? So, yeah. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So, let's see. What else we got to talk about in regards to other updates? Well, I guess since we're talking about Game Boy shit, let's talk about something that's been sort of blowing up on Twitter today. And that is something that we're not going to really fully address fully address as much, only because right now it's still in the early phases. I think a lot of us can already see that it's coming soon, but it's just a matter of when Nintendo intends to announce it. And that, of course, is none other than the Nintendo Switch Online update that will be incorporating Game Boy Advance titles at some point in the distant future. However, the key word is here, rumored leak, because we do not know whether this is happening right now, especially with all the weird information we've been getting through 4chan, which I believe was the area where we got this info to begin with. So there is still a lot of mystery in the air, and I'm pretty confident a lot of people will dissect further about that.
Unfortunately, though, it appears that it might be fake, and let me tell you why. Apparently, the leaker was posting, that supposedly had this insider Nintendo emulator. They showed a picture of an Easy Flash 4, and I'm sorry, but when the fuck did Nintendo use Easy Flash flash carts instead of the official dev cartridges? I don't think this is real. Also, MVG has made a video in the past about like a fake NES emulator that was supposedly internal Nintendo, but it wasn't. It was fan made. So I believe that this will also be fan made, but we just have to get to the bottom of this because this has already happened before. So yeah, Nintendo doesn't. Take it with a grain of salt. Nintendo doesn't use fucking Easy Flash 4 flash cartridges. That's just stupid.
Here's the interesting thing, though, because what really threw me off is that apparently people who've been looking into this mentioned that there were 4 files that were leaked on 4chan. 2 NSPs with a 7Z archive that has loose NCAs. And the 2 NSPs is a Nintendo-developed GBA emulator called Sloop. And the 7Z archive is called Hyoko, which is a Game Boy emulator with all Game Boy games being separate applications. These emulators are apparently being developed by NERD, aka Nintendo Europe Research and Development, and are both functional, a bit with a few bugs. So we learned that, and that apparently it says it was dev signed as well.
Yeah, but somebody could have just gotten a dev kit, a leaked dev kit, and fucking signed it. Because, first of all, why the fuck would you? First of all, the leaks that I've seen, like for files and shit, they're being .zip. Who the fucking internal fucking Nintendo would use 7-zip? Nobody even fucking uses that shit.
That's what I was gonna elaborate. It says here it was dev signed at least, but authoring tool stuff was missing from the NSP. Apparently, the NCAs were dumped from a console and packaged into an NSP.
Yeah.
So once again, it's
somebody. Yeah. So somebody probably was running Atmosphere and fucking dumped the shit. Whatever.
Yeah. So once again, this is still very early. We're just literally getting this less than a day. When this shit was dropped on the internet. Yeah. It's gotten so big that now, like even hell, Mother 3 and Sonic Advance is trending on social media and all that shit. Which, I mean, to be fair, I would love these because I think, in all honesty, Game Boy Advance is like my favorite handheld of just Nintendo games. I mean, you got
MVG is going to be making a video later this week, so probably.
I'm very much looking forward to that. That's going to be great.
Yeah, because he's the one who debunked the fake Insider NES emulator. So
we'll see if this one is also going to be in that same phase as well. Only time will tell, really.
Exactly.
So yeah, once again, GBA stuff. Oh yeah, Mega Man yeah, that's gonna be where the Legacy Collection is. It's not gonna be anywhere else, only on Nintendo Switch Online. That kind of makes me sad a little bit. But yeah, so I mean, like with this, obviously we'll get like Metroid Zero Mission, Fusion, probably the Mega Man titles, the Super Mario Classics remastered for the GBA. Maybe Pokemon. I saw in there it said Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire, which is one of the titles. And you think if they might go the extra mile, would they get Pokemon Company to go and help out in bringing Ruby and Sapphire to the Nintendo Switch, only just to incorporate the similarities like what they did with the the DS, the 3DS, where they brought gold, silver, crystal, blue, yellow, and red, and then incorporated that with Bank. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's still up in the air. I would be surprised if they do it, but it'll be amazing if they do.
But to be fair, how is that? I mean, I can imagine they would have to redirect the serial calls, and that would take a lot longer.
Yeah, here's the thing that'll throw me off, because like it's not a separate file. It's in the Nintendo Switch Online. That's going to be the thing that will probably prevent it from being tied with Nintendo Switch Online and Pokemon Home / Bank.
Yeah, because probably. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I think it's probably not going to be on Pokemon Bank because technically they can't do that, because then what ends up happening is then you have to add another layer. The only thing is it's behind a paywall, and Pokemon. Technically, Pokemon Home would be behind a paywall if you're using it on the Switch anyway.
And also, the Pokemon games, they are also in a way behind a paywall too, because you have to buy them to even access them. So
yeah, and having that kind of integration would take some time. Just like as we mentioned, Gold, Silver, and Crystal took a very long time for it to reach the Virtual Console because of that.
Yeah. So let's see if they will go out of their way.
They have to write it inside the emulator.
I think what's going to be interesting now is also if somehow by some miracle they actually bring that to Nintendo Switch Online, that means we can actually get legitimate Pokemon battles in that game, like how it was in the originals, I think it was. So I think it would be kind of cool. Will they do it? Will they implement it? I don't know. It's just, once again, all of this stuff that we're talking about is pretty much up in the air. It can be...
And plus it's 4chan, so don't believe them. Like,
Yeah.
for a grain of salt, you know.
Yeah,
4chan
exactly.
party man.
Because everybody that's known about the internet for the last like 17, actually no, more than like 18 years knows that 4chan, you know, is just a place where people can start shit, and then people don't even, and then they could just spread rumors without any sort of discourse or any sort of like fact checking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So.
Once again, up in the air for that one. In other great Nintendo news, though, I don't know if you guys know about this, Nintendo's Super Mario anime has been remastered in 4K to confuse a new generation of people.
Nice.
So there you go. In case you guys are wondering, that weird anime that came out a long time ago with the Mario Brothers. Yeah,
1989.
some apparently a group of people decided to say, "Yo, let's remaster that shit," and they did. And they got it up in 4K.
Well, also to be fair, that has also been done for things like the Flintstones. Have you ever seen the Flintstones on HBO Max?
I have not, actually.
Yeah, that is so freaking. They remastered it so great that it looks so clean.
Really now?
Yes.
Honey, look at this rockin' 4K. Yeah, but damn it, 1080p.
I think what throws me off with this whole thing is that this was done by fans.
I can see my skin cells, Fred.
Hey, buddy.
We're in 4K.
Bonnie. We got a 3D TV, Bonnie. Have you seen Moon Knight?
Fred, stop hogging the television.
You know full well Fred would be on streaming services. He'd have like 5 streaming services, 2 of which he doesn't need.
Yeah, definitely.
HBO Rock.
I gotta have Pluto TV. Well, that one's free.
Oh yeah, so there you go, chat. In regards to Nintendo Switch thingy mabobs, yeah, that's pretty much all we got for that.
Ollie, I never thought it'd come to a day where you and I just start making fucking Flintstones references on the fucking PokePod. I didn't think it would come down to this.
My parents, it's like their favorite cartoon, so I've encountered many a Flintstones reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they used to rerun. They used to rerun that shit in the 90s on like Cartoon Network and TBS and stuff. Yeah.
I actually watched the Flintstones on broadcast TV because they used to air. That's where I first got introduced to Flintstones because I didn't have cable growing up.
Yeah, because they would sometimes. Yeah, because sometimes it would sometimes appear in some syndicated blocks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to say it was probably UPN was the biggest one.
Yes, because I remember on UPN they had things like they had some things like the Flintstones, but also they were even airing newer things in syndication. Like for example, back in the day, you had Sonic Underground, which came out in like 1998.
You know, good timing with that Sonic thing there, though, TSS.
Yeah.
Because that was the next topic I was going to actually address real soon.
Also the original Sonic and Tails with Robotnik, and then there's like...
Yeah, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, 93.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one with Jaleel White?
Yes.
Well, both with Jaleel White.
Both with Jaleel White, right?
Yeah, because Sonic the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic AM, and also Sonic Underground, those 3 have Jaleel White, and Jaleel White is 3 characters. Yeah,
you can't be mad because you ordered me a chili dog.
For me, Jaleel White is Sonic. I know everybody likes like Drummond and everybody, but I like Jaleel White because it's like for me, it's like it's this Sonic.
Yeah.
I just like that quote from Jaleel White. You can't be too mad because you ordered me a chili dog. I never watched Sonic Sat AM, so I don't want context. It's funnier that way. I just like the idea. It's like you can't be too mad.
I need to go and watch Sat AM because I never really watched it because I was just watching the syndicated ones that came on in the weekdays.
And I actually remember that show a little bit, but then I'd probably be in the same boat as you. It's like I went to rewatch it because I remember when it first came out, I was like, this is like the coolest thing ever when I saw it on TV, and it was like around 93, 94.
Yeah.
I was super young, so then honestly, it's like, yeah, that age is like I
Yeah.
can't really recall, but I kind of could recall some of their voices. Just like that's probably the only thing I remember the most.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, KJ.
Yes.
What we got for Sonic?
Oh yeah. So Sonic stuff. We did mention we were going to talk a little bit more about the movie, just for the spoiler things. But honestly, I think we'll probably hold on to that for next week because the other thing I want to talk about is Sonic Origin, which is, huh?
Oh yes, I said.
Okay. I thought you corrected me or something. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I said it wrong. Okay, but yeah, so Sonic Origins was another thing that was being talked about online today. Apparently, there were reports of a rating assignment in South Korea that used a promotional image that was allegedly uploaded on PlayStation CDN servers, which features the OG cast in the Genesis days. So Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Eggman or Robotnik, and Metal Sonic as well in this unique new art piece that doesn't look like it was from anywhere, or at least at first hand, that's what you would think that would be the case. But it turns out that apparently this new art piece that we see here is actually something that was utilized in and I'm quoting from what I'm reading here, in a generic Sonic print advertisement. It appeared on the April 2022 edition of Licensed Magazine, which is a trade publication. Mm-hmm. In it, it talks a little bit about like if I read here, top global gaming franchise, over 1.3 billion games sold and downloaded, #1 video game movie of all time, new content in 2022 as well as in 2023, including games, movies, and TV. Sega was considered ranked #1 game publisher, according to Metacritic, and AAA promotional partnership programs. I'm not really sure what all this is about. But point of the matter is Sonic Origins, a title that we heard very little about, which is supposedly a game that's going to bring Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and I think CD, to pretty much modern platforms in HD, in widescreen support, or at least that's how they were promoting the game. So that's all I got, really. I'm surprised that this game that has been talked about, by the way, last year, because I think the Sonic Central happened last year around this time. Yeah. I think it was in March, actually. And we heard shit about Origins, bro.
Yeah. I didn't even remember Origins until you just brought it up.
Well, I'm still wondering though if they have a Christian Whitehead aboard to do these ports, because for a lot of people he's the man for the Sonic ports on modern platforms like on Android and also in some collections as well. I
would like to believe that, only because of the fact that it's kind of weird that we haven't seen a new Sonic 2D game in a while. Yeah. So maybe they're using his help right now with Sonic Origins to make sure that these games come out as polished as possible. That way people can appreciate the games from back then. And if it does become super successful, then we'll see it like maybe get a sequel for Mania or something. But for right now, though, it's still up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, there's already like open source projects that have ported the Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic CD to like other platforms like Linux and Windows. But you need to extract an official APK of Sonic, and then you have to put the data files in there. So to have something that looks more polished, like in terms of a menu. I mean, the menu for the open source port is literally just a black screen and fucking Arial text.
Yeah.
Like it's like game. And you ever seen that? I'll probably give you like screenshots at some point. But yeah, I mean, literally legitimately the menu for the Sonic 1, 2, and CD ports to like Linux and Windows, the ones that were reverse engineered the engine, it looks like literal like command prompt shit. So hopefully with maybe Christian Whitehead working on these, at least the presentation will look great.
Oh, that gameplay is gonna be buttery.
Well, let's hope
Sonic Mania devs and Sega
Whitehead's
had a falling out. I don't know. I haven't heard of that.
A falling out? What? Look at Sonic Mania staff made the game too good? I don't.
Yeah, they made it so good they embarrassed Sega.
Well, yeah, we've already established several times that the best way to make a Sonic game is to have Sonic Team not fucking do it.
And have the fans do it. In fact, you know what? Let's talk about it since we were talking about it a little while ago, Tyrone. Let's give our semi-review on a Roblox game.
No, that game's bullshit, man. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Okay, before
I'm so
Tyrone
mad.
talks about it, allow me to announce a little bit about this. So, this game, once again, is on Roblox. It is an official Sonic the Hedgehog game. That means Sega went out of their way to work alongside a group of Sonic developers within the world of Roblox to create this new game titled Sonic Speed Simulator. And as the title suggests, it's simple. Get fast by running to level up, race against other players around the world to earn rewards, unlock new worlds, and go on an incredible adventure. Collect Chow to increase your stats and collection. Earn Sonic character skins to show off to your friends. And big updates to be presented weekly as well. It is a free-to-play launch right now. Weekly updates are planned. It is so big, it's already at 122,000 likes on the site. And there's just a lot of things coming soon. So much that even like they mentioned, a new world's going to be dropping at 50k likes. We're going to be showing you information about that soon. And they went overboard at that point. So yeah. But now, obviously, I'm just talking a little bit about the deets of this game. Let's talk a little bit about the gameplay, though. That's the most important detail about it. How is the gameplay like? And I'm going to pass this one on to Tyrone because I know he's more of the Sonic aficionado here than at least anybody else here within this cast. So Tyrone, would you like to take it away?
So this is fucking bullshit. The gameplay is beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Game, man. Hey, so I explained to Emmy while we were streaming it, so if you guys watch the stream, you probably know what I'm going on. But first of all, you have control over several things. For the first time since Sonic Adventure fucking 2, and debatably Heroes, I guess, Sonic can control himself in mid-air jump. So if you press the jump button, Sonic doesn't just jump up in the air really fast and come back down like he does in the Hedgehog engine. Here, what you have the ability to do is, if you jump and hold your finger on the jump button and move the analog stick around, then you can influence Sonic's movement or any of the other characters, Sonic, Tails, the Roblox guy. It doesn't matter. You can influence your jump in mid-fucking air. That means you have control of where you go in the air. That means if you fuck up a jump, you can correct yourself in midair to stop yourself from falling to your doom. In most Sonic games, if you jump with the Hedgehog engine, Sonic jumps and then drops like a dime. So wherever you're about to land, that's just where you're about to land. Give up. You're dead. I will say the landing is kind of weird because Sonic and whatever character you control at the time can get slippery upon landing. So if they're not on a precise spot of the platform, they can slide. But that's a minor downfall because the other thing that you can also do is, as Joker just brought it up, adjust the speed. Now, you get faster as you play. Yes, as you play and you level up, you get faster. However, let's say that I want to slow down a little bit. Other than going to the settings to literally adjust your speed, you can ease up on the analog stick. And if you ease up on the analog stick and not press as hard on the analog stick, then Sonic, or whatever character you're controlling at the time, will go at a fast jog to a straight up walk. Yes, you can control your character's run speed by the pressure that you put on the analog stick, which again, haven't seen that shit since debatably Sonic Heroes. That is beautiful. Oh my, those two little things may not seem like much, but they basically give you control over Sonic. Like for the first time ever now, it feels like you can have full control of Sonic's actions. Whereas in the other games, in the Hedgehog engine games, when Sonic moves, it always felt like you were moving at two speeds. Awkwardly fast and really fast. Here you get a gradual speed up. The physics engine works, and as KG showed off one time, if you are running downhill, then you're going faster. If you run uphill, you're going slower. I am legitimately impressed that they were able to. This is a Roblox game for 50 fucking cents, and they somehow found a way to do the one thing that Sonic hasn't done for legitimately for years. I mean, you can kind of count Sonic Lost World, but Sonic Lost World did it in a way where you literally had to make a run button, and that had its own level of awkwardness to it. I will say the spin dash isn't perfect. It's good, and I say the spin dash is really good for when you want to start the game off, because you gradually build speed as you spin dash. But the spin dash will slow you down at a bit, because I don't think the spin dash can keep up with your run speed once it's at max. And I think they did that because if Sonic were to speed up while spin dashing and you're at max level, you would probably break that fucking game.
You will fly off the map.
Yeah, because that's how fast you go. Like, I am legitimately impressed how much speed you get. And the best part, you run fast, but it never feels awkward. It never feels so fast to the point where you have barely any control, because the game starts you off slow. And then you get faster. That gives you just enough time to adjust yourself to the controls, figure out where you can and can't run. A lot of the areas aren't just flat surfaces that you can run on. They're actually steeps and slopes and land, like unbalanced land areas and terrain areas. And you still have the road if you want to run on the road. You can run perfectly on the turnpikes, the loop-de-loops, we found a way to make it so that, like, once you went uphill enough and then came back down, you would gain this boost of speed in order to run forward. This is a fucking Roblox game! And somehow they nailed the physics. This is how all Sonic games are supposed to be fucking controlling. Yet for some reason, they don't. And it pisses me off because it's like, oh, Sega slapped their names on it. Yeah, of course they slapped their names on it. It was the only way they were going to make a legitimately good Sonic game this year. I mean, yeah, Frontiers is coming, but we don't know about that.
Donnie points out that it's because they use Havix for their physics engine, which is understandable. A physics engine could make or break a game. It's not it's not a Hedgehog engine problem. It's the problem with their physics.
Well, not even just that. I mean, but yeah, normally I said the Hedgehog engine mostly because that one's usually associated with the current physics that Sonic uses in Sonic Forces, Sonic Unleashed, Generations, and Colors. So I'm mostly counting those. But for the most part, Sonic feels comfortable to control, and that is beautiful. And it promotes exploration. There are several areas that we didn't even get to fully discover because we were so damn busy exploring the first fucking area within an hour and a half of the goddamn game, and it never gets old. There is never a moment where I'm like, okay, I've ran this shit to its course. No, once you get bored there, you can go to another hub world, and then when you're done with that hub world, you can go back. We didn't even do a lot of the obstacle levels. We just mostly ran around the hub world. But that's how fun it was because the hub world was the fun part. Yeah, KG's showing off the gameplay right now. Nice. I am legitimately impressed how good this shit is, and it feels so natural to play. I'm annoyed at the fact that I was able to have this much fun in a Sonic game, fun I haven't had in a noticeably long time. To just control Sonic, and they took Sonic's boost away, but I don't care. Look at how fast look at the speed.
He's moving so fast, it's blurring the screen up, bro.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
You can't see his feet no more.
Now, obviously, combine that with like the shit that KG and I were doing. We were making commentary, joking, laughing, having fun. But we ran into moments that I thought were legitimately fun moments, like the Twitter moment that I posted where Sonic passed us up. And then we tried to keep up with Sonic and we couldn't because he's too fucking fast. But yeah, and then there were times where like you can use your Roblox character instead of Sonic because they're just skins. There's no real difference between them. It's Sonic, Tails, and then the Roblox character. Honestly, I liked using my Roblox character more than Sonic, only because like for some reason it felt weirdly natural. I can't explain. I guess it's the ingenuity of Roblox where you can put him in any situation.
Also, by the way, fun little fact as well. this game also came with some nice new updates, whereas they officially released Roblox Sonic gear, so you can actually have your character with the Sonic head, or Tails, or Knuckles' hair as well, and even Eggman's face too, if you want to. So these were things that released during the time of launch too. So they're pouring a lot of love towards this game, and the game absolutely deserves all the recognition and appreciation that a lot of people are giving right now towards it. I will admit though, a little minor nitpick. Well, of course, this is still early in development. Just like it feels like a gotcha game as well. When a game releases early on, there will always be moments when it'll take some time for it to fully realize what it's trying to be. So a lot of things are still relatively new, and therefore there isn't a lot of content out right now at this moment. However, it does make up for it with fun gameplay, fun interactions, the gimmick and racing, and even the rebirths, which is the core physic of, or the core concept of the game. You reach a certain level, you max out, you rebirth, go back to level 1. However, they do give you rewards for doing so. There's just a lot of wonderful little deets that they have in here that I hope more people will get to witness even tomorrow as well, when we're going to continue playing it on our respective Twitch channels. So I hope you guys look forward to that. Yeah, Sonic Simulator. It's a fun game. If you have Roblox, you can play it. It's free. It's no longer 50 cents like it was before. It is now an official free to release play launch right now. So have fun with it.
Join you guys?
Yeah, now you can join us. Now you can you can join us for that. However, there is one little deed that most people might not know. Because me and Tyrone played the game before it launched, we did get something free for it, which was the Knuckles Chow, which I don't think you guys will gain access to, unfortunately. But it's a chow, so it's a chow, so that's really it. If you're not really caring much about the chows, you're not missing
what the
out.
chow do is that they mostly just help make leveling up easier, because when you rebirth, you go back to 0, but the chow just essentially make it so you gain more experience, so you can get right back to where you came from.
No, they're more than that. They're wonderful creatures.
I was gonna ask, is it
In Molly's defense, in Adventure 2, I did play with the chow a lot.
Is the chow still
Oh, I
essential in
did.
Sonic, or is it kind of like been like a past thing?
Wait, what?
The chow, is it still like really essential in Sonic, or
Well,
not
okay,
as prominent?
so here they follow a gimmick, and that gimmick is basically to follow you around. And when they follow you around, they give you experience, and some of them change stats and do different stuff based on which chow you equipped to that character. I'm gonna make a very obscure reference here, but if you ever played Sonic Chronicles and the Dark Brotherhood, Jesus fucking Christ,
We never speak of that game ever again.
I know, but this is the only example where it works. Different chow can equip to different characters and do different shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they do. They're customizable set pieces to your already made character build.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, little RPG element in our platforming.
And you never know. They might have more things planned for the Chow in the future. Just as of right now, that's pretty much all they are good for. Like I stated before, this game, in a funny way, feels an awful lot like a gacha game. The way you have to collect the chows, you have to obtain them through spending rings. You have to level them up by grinding. You have to stay consistent with like how much you're playing the game so you don't get left behind. And more shit will be updated on a week-by-week basis. So this is straight up just a gacha game that you can theoretically play through for free. Or if you want to take a little extra precaution, you can also spend a little money on it to reap some rewards and make things a little bit more smoother for you. Now, yeah, it's up to you. It's all up to you. And it doesn't cost like a lot. It costs like $5 or something at minimum for some of the things. So.
Also, I put screenshots of what the decompilation project for Sonic 1 and 2 look like.
It's just pixels here. Just start screen, time attack achievements.
Basically, as I said, it's basically the data that's in the Android version of the game. It's just that it has like this like crude front end that you just use it to launch the game, and it runs great.
Yeah, as long as it runs great, I think that's what matters the most. No.
Yay.
All right, but yeah. So once again, if you guys want to learn more about Sonic Speed Simulator, you're more than welcome to join us tomorrow as we continue to play that game on our respective Twitch channels, both on mine and on Tyrone's channel. So look forward to it. We'll show you guys a little bit more about the game and even show you some of the more updated things that they incorporated since the last time we played as well. So yeah, look forward to it. Now, with that being said, what do you guys say we go and move on into tonight's main session of or main topic of the night?
Yeah.
Because this one is going to be a doozy. I can already feel it, given that we have such a huge roster of people this time around. Yeah, we're going to have a lot to talk about. So let me go and get things set in the meantime as well for this, because this episode is a very interesting one. I'll say that. Given that it kind of... It stole our mojo, guys.
I know.
It stole our shit, bro.
We have competition.
The PokePod episode brought into the world of this. So let me just go transition and let's go have fun with this episode, ladies and gents. So tonight's episode is going to be focused on the Team Rocket shenanigans. Actually, I'm going to move here real quick. Okay, there we go. This is going to be focusing on the Team Rocket shenanigans. Let me go and get the title for this real quick, because I always keep forgetting to get the episode thing for this stuff. So this one is titled... A new show, The Rocket Gang Undercover Kingdom Radio. What exactly is it? Well, get us more Rocket members on a worldwide level. Having received this order from their boss Sakaki, Musashi, Kojiro, Nyat, and Sonatsu start a radio show to recruit new members. They're really enthused about how this show will tell the world of the Rocket Gang's greatness and get new members. But believe it or not, they get absolutely 0 listeners. Deciding that thing aren't going like this, why is that written like? Deciding that thing aren't going to end like this. The Rocket Gang members go about creating fun radio with such enthusiasm they forget the actual reason they were supposed to make it. And that's pretty much where it ends. And with that being said, ladies and gents, let's go talk about it. Why don't we? Because this one, we have to talk about this. Because holy shit, this episode, bro. I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is my favorite episode of Journeys right now.
Here we go.
I'm sorry.
Excited.
This is without a shadow of a doubt. Everything that I've seen with Journeys, this one right here has to be number 1. I love this episode. I've never had a Journeys episode that I went back to rewatch more than 3 times before, bro.
Really?
I went to watch this episode that many times. I loved the shit out of this episode. It was so freaking good. And then when I learned from the community that told me more about this episode and how it was even being made to begin with, apparently they recorded before they actually animated this episode, to the point that they actually ad-libbed throughout majority of this episode too. And then they animated those ad-libs moments into this, and I'm like, that shit has to be gold right there. This is phenomenal. I gushed the hell out with this episode. It did so many wonderful things. Hell, you want to know how good it did? It did so good that I think the cameos in this episode were probably some of the best that they had with this one. The 2 cameos that they had. The 2 cameos that they had, which, by the way, the Anti-Poke PR straight up confirmed who that mysterious person was at the end of the episode.
Oh, did they?
Yes, they straight up confirmed.
It's easy.
Yeah, if you are a big fan of the Pokemon anime series, you'll know who I'm referring to when they talked about the radio sommelier right there at the end.
Radio connoisseur.
Yeah, in the subs, that's what they said, as well as in the episode too. So in for English dubs, though, that is a connoisseur, like you said, Tyrone. Now, in the comic that they made, they showed off once again Brock, Jesse, James, and Meowth, and then the radio sommelier, who turned out to be none other than Silent.
Oh my god.
With his pansage there.
You know what?
I didn't know that was
I can
official.
see
I thought
it.
it was like somebody's fan art. Wow.
No, that was an official art piece. If you go to the
I thought it was
animation.
a fan art too, Polly.
No, official
Oh my
art piece.
gosh.
No, they do. They always do this.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
every
but
week
you
they
know
do
how
this.
you also know how devoted the fans are and how quick they are. So that's probably
that's
I
true.
can see why Polly thought that.
Yeah.
No, that was yesterday too. I remember I was like, "Oh shit, it was real," because we were speculating on Friday. Everyone was like, "Wait, was it really Tyler? Was it really him?"
Yeah, everybody
And I
was
was like,
losing their
"Hey."
shit that moment.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
there was like the radio similar. I'm like, I'm 100% sure that was it. And then when they confirmed it, I was just so ecstatic. I'm like, oh shit, it's true, it's true. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna right now. I found the tweet, so I'll put it on Discord for you guys to see.
All right.
So yeah,
perfect.
Masafumi. Yeah, so Masafumi Mima's official Twitter did state that the pre-score or the pre-recording occurred before the animation was done, which is an exact opposite of what it usually is.
Yeah, because they always get these things animated first, and then they get the characters or the voice actors to
Right.
voice said characters.
Right.
But here
Yeah.
it's different though, and I like it. I really do. I think this is the head living. Honestly, really sold it for me. It was so authentic to like a traditional radio session that's supposed to always be at a script. That's always supposed to be in the moment. You're never supposed to usually script these things because you can never predict what's going to come forward in your face. And I felt like with the concepts that they had in this episode, from the humor to the interactions, to the revelations and the cameos, and even the ending of the episode when you see Daddy with a lonely ball or so whatever. I was dying in tears when they.
Yes.
He truly is daddy.
I was like,
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
oh man! And then like you see, what was his name again? Not the Francois. What was it called again? Nervous Swa or something?
Nervous swap.
Nervous
Yeah,
Swap,
Nervous
yeah.
Swan. I'm like, no, that's straight up him. It had me in tears. And then they talk about the rugged hard man. I'm like, holy shit.
No.
There were so many wonderful references. You know, I straight up think that those references were probably done by Team Rocket themselves, like the VAs. Like they straight up said, yo,
Yeah.
this would be
Yeah.
something to incorporate in here. Let's put that in there. Because I think Team Rocket themselves, especially if you read the interviews, like the VAs, they love each other so much that they said if they ever get separated from a voice session, a voice recording session, that they will quit. Because they will always work together. They will never work separately.
My heart.
And I'm like, that is so adorable. They even mentioned before, like, how they used to frequently always go to dinner together and eat stuff together and whatnot. However, because of the
Well,
events.
and also Masafumi Mima put up a tweet a couple of days ago about a secret Rocket Gang show that they did, and you see them at like a dinner party, and you see like the everybody in costume like behind a curtain or something like that.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw that too. Their silhouettes.
The silhouette. Well, they were behind the curtain, but you see the
Yeah.
silhouettes and stuff.
Yeah.
And also they had the bouquet. They had the freaking hoop of flowers like you went to a freaking concert, like a real concert or something like that.
It's shit like that that makes me just appreciate this episode, man. And just appreciate the VAs and all the people that worked behind this episode. Because I feel the amount of love that was in this one, I think was just through the roof. But that's just my opinion at the end of the day. That's just how I personally feel. And I just had a joyous ride with this one. So overall, for me, this is the perfect Journeys episode at this current moment. It is my absolute favorite right now within the series. I always know Team Rocket will tend to deliver 10 out of 10 episodes. We'll ignore the one that came out a couple of weeks ago. But for like in general, Team Rocket tends to always deliver bangers. They always seem to know what's right. But I think this one outdoes and outshines everything I've seen beforehand. Because there's just so much charm. So many references for old viewers as well. Fun fact, initially we weren't even supposed to get this episode last week. This was supposed to have aired the week prior when the Serena episode had dropped. And from what I'm being told, if that episode had initially aired at that time, that would have been the 25th anniversary for when the Rockets made their debut in the TV anime series. Which would have made more sense how there are so many references in this one. It felt like a celebration for Team Rocket, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And now, given that we are living in a day and age where modern technology is thriving and there's more fan base and viewers out there watching the show and loving and enjoying whether it be Journeys concepts or just Pokemon anime in general, I would love to see them try to do a radio show in the future again. And this time we actually get viewers out there who might go out of their way to translate what the hell these characters are saying and whatnot. Will they do something like that? I don't know. But personally, after seeing what this episode had provided, I really, really want to see what they could do in the current time or with like a Rocket radio show. It'll also give more of an opportunity for the Rockets to have some more, well, on time as well. But that's just my take. So yeah, 10 out of 10 episode. Perfect in every way. Can't wait to see it again after this stream is over because I loved it that much. But now let me go and pass this on to some peeps here. You know what, Emmy, I will pass this one on to you, buddy. What did you think about this week's episode? And I will be right back as well. So I'll take care of something behind the scenes. So, but take it away, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. No, I honestly think this episode was. I agree with KG 100%. I enjoyed this episode so much. A lot of my thoughts I did say on the watch party like reaction night that we did. So I'll keep mine short. But honestly, this is how you do a Team Rocket episode. I was so happy with how they handled them here. And I think this is just redemption for the last episode that we got for Team Rocket because they really showed the bond here and they really showed how much they care about each other as friends and as like people who have been together for like so long now, right? I think this was just a celebration of that, which I really appreciate. I also like too that not only was this a Team Rocket episode, but this was also a Renji and Sakuragi episode as well too. And I appreciate that how they did like they connected like the B plot with the A plot. I think that was a really nice touch, and even bringing like Brock and even like mentioning Silent too, and even Onion too. That was really cool as well. Just having like listeners just like listening to the pod. That was really, really nice. And I just love how wholesome the whole episode was, and like how the comedy felt very natural. Even like their speaking too. I think that goes on to the whole like ad libs part. This entire episode was so well done because it was written by Team Rocket. If you think about it, which I appreciate a lot. I laughed so hard at the narrator part. By the way, at the end with like the little like sweat like gland that was coming out of. And he was holding like the little script. I thought that was really, really cute. The Oshawott reference, this Oshawott that keeps randomly appearing throughout Journeys, I think was really funny. And also just like, I don't know, just the whole thing with like podcasts and stuff too. And I think Renji said this too, where like it's like you like are the listener, right? And you're connected and you feel like this bond, even though like you can't see each other. So like 100% agreed. That's just how podcasts are, you know, like you listen to people's voices but you still feel connected to them. You feel like you understand them, you feel like you're friends, etc. So I think that was a really nice touch. And even the merch too. Fun fact, I like after the watch party, like all of us were in voice chat and we were like thinking about merch and we're like, oh my god, what if we have like PokePod bottle caps? So like Joker found like a deal for bottle caps and it was like 4 cents for like 10,000 of them. So I just, with no context, I DM'd it to KG and I was like, idea.
4,000. Emmy, you're not thinking well enough. You're not thinking well enough economically. It's 4,000 cents for 10 of them.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. But I thought it was no, I know. But I thought that was really cool too, just the merch, just like, how much love they put into this. And honestly, it goes back to the whole thing too, and I felt like it was very Sun and Moon Team Rocket too, because in Sun and Moon, they had like the food truck, right? They could legit do that as a career if like Team Rocket decided to retire, you know? And the same thing goes for this. Like Team Rocket can literally do any career if they put their mind to it. Like they could be podcasters. For all we know, you know, like they could do something like this successful. So it's so nice to know that like if they do end up retiring at some point, that like they could give them this happy ending, you know, and they would actually be good at it. It wouldn't just be like something that's just written for the sake of being written. But like overall, I just really enjoyed this episode a lot. I just love seeing their personalities just come to life even more. There wasn't really anything I hated about the episode. I think the only thing that didn't make sense to me was how Brock couldn't recognize Jesse's voice. That was kind of
I'll explain that in my section.
No worries.
That's something else I was thinking about too. But I was wondering, like, maybe because like maybe Jesse's voice might sound a little different from real life versions.
Yeah,
I've been told my voice sounds different in real life versus like what I'm talking here now.
Yeah, no, and that's why like at the same time it's like for me like it's kind of a small nitpick for the exact reason, Nessa, just because like yeah, like voices can sound different when you can't see the person physically talking versus like how you are, right? So there's that. And then also I just don't like Morpeko in general. So I wasn't a huge fan of that ASMR Morpeko thing. I was just like, I don't really like this Pokemon, so I'm gonna just scoot that over to the side. But like again, very, very small nitpicks throughout all that. Like I said, like this whole episode, I felt so connected. And I felt like even too with the whole podcast thing, I think they were very authentic to how they represented it. And like it's not like they were making fun of it or anything like that. They were just being genuine and like representing how it is. And I felt like such a sense of community with this, and I'm very grateful to be part of one, and also to be a viewer with you guys too. So yeah, I love this episode. I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me.
Okay. All right, who's next? I think
Yeah.
who wants to go next? Nessa,
Go ahead.
Nessa, go
Yeah,
ahead.
let's go.
So this episode, I already watched this like about 3 times, and it just gets better and better for every rewatch for this episode. So I swear to God, no, T Rocket, drop being villains and become podcasters, please. They were
Right?
freaking amazing. They were freaking amazing. Like I actually love the whole setup from the beginning, how they began. Like it was just like, oh, we're gonna like recruit more members, and then they kind of just totally forgot that their true mission, and then turned into like, you know what, let's turn into this whole podcast show. So it was just like truly beautiful. And like the very beginning though, like it's kind of, they just sounded like in the beginning, I guess they sounded like so offbeat. Like they were kind of like, no, so like there weren't even synchronized in the very beginning. Like Jesse was like taking like everyone's in the beginning, like talking and talking and talking, and wouldn't let James and Meow talk. And then on the second show, I think they decided to have all 3 of them talk, but they were like offbeat. Like they sounded kind of like cringy to me in the very beginning. Like, and then it was kind of like, and then of course they're, as it progressed though, they figure out like, oh, like this segment, the title's too long, let's shorten it. Oh, let's use nicknames. Like I love how like little by little they start adding a little bit to make this like the successful podcast show. And for one of the things I end up loving though, I was so happy that bottle caps got mentioned again, because it's been so long since James mentioned about his love with bottle caps, and then I kind of love how they made the bottle caps into like their little for their listeners, like to collect these bottle caps. That like for me, that was to me was so beautiful. Like I love that touch. And also Professor Cerise made me feel old.
Oh no,
because
poor
like,
thing.
because like he was talking about the radio, and then how with the radio before you had to use the antenna to get the good reception, and it just made me remember when I was a kid. Like that was like the type of radio I used to have as a child, and then I remember when I had to get to a good reception, like I have to like play around with the antenna just to get like at least some decent reception. And so when he mentioned like that's how he listened to his radio shows back then, I was just like, oh God, it's like why you had to make me remind us how old we are. And then now these days, like we could just listen to this on a web show online, so it's like so easy now. But yeah, remember like, but it just made me like remember my old radio. So I kind of was like, thanks, Professor Cerise, for that. And also, no, and then also that you bring it up about Brock, him like I was kind of cracking up that he didn't recognize Jesse's voice. That was like, I actually found it funny though, but I was just like in the back of my mind, I was like, I feel like she sounds different in radio versus in real life. So it seems like nobody could really tell it was Team Rocket just from behind the scenes. Like it sounds like, and
Yeah.
then in retrospect, when I think Renji sent over to Team Rocket like about Ash and Go, like they didn't know that was Ash and Go's dreams that they were talking about. I kind of like, I actually love that little touch. They were like so charmed and everything, and I thought that was so super wholesome. I was like, oh, I was like, and I just thought that was funny though. They didn't know that, and then they were like, let's support them 100%. And then towards the very end, when Renji and Professor Cerise found out that they both watched the same web show, I love how they were just fanboying just together and then showing off like, wait, so you're that daddy have little girl issues, and then you're Prince Nervous Swan, like revealing their names, and then Professor Cerise showing off his bottle cap collection. It was like that was great, and then of course Ash and Gull are like, you guys okay? Like, we don't know whatever it is. Glad you're happy. And then the very end, of course, Team Rocket fighting with the narrator. That was beautiful. That was too beautiful.
Right.
I just love it. The couple dislikes I had about this episode. One of the dislikes I had was like I kind of felt like Ash and Go didn't really need to be in this episode because like
their episode.
yeah, this I know like they're in every episode, but I felt like they didn't need to be in this episode. Like they could have not like it could have just been all Team Rocket, and then we could have got Professor Cerise and Renji on its own. But that was like probably my one little nitpicks. And also, I remember when this episode ended, I'm like, wait, that's it? I wanted more. Why did it end?
Yeah.
It's like I felt like it got cut off in the middle. Like I was enjoying every minute, and before I didn't realize it was at the very end. I didn't realize we were at the 24 mark. I'm like, wait a minute, that's it? I was like, why? I was kind of a little mad at the narrator in the beginning too, but otherwise, though, I just enjoyed this episode to bits. Though it's been a while. I didn't think we'd get another banger episode, to be honest. So I was surprised.
100%.
I was yeah. After they mentioned silent reference, I bumped up my score. I bumped it up to 9.5 out of 10.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Polly is next. Let's go.
Okay, I'm putting my glasses back on.
What the fuck?
Molly.
You know I can't do a podcast without my glasses.
I know. I was resting my eyes.
I can't speak without my glasses, y'all.
My notes are all over the place, but like everyone else said, I really, really love this episode. And not just because of what everyone thinks, because of the Brock cameo. Like, the Brock cameo didn't even have to be in it for me to love it as much as I did. I was just... First of all, I think it's a great homage, whether intentional or not, to the original radio show that they did back when Best Wishes was airing. Even though it wasn't, canonically an episode. It was a separate series. So I just thought that was this was a nice tribute to that, you know? And I just love them breaking the fourth wall just so often, especially when they freeze the opening in the beginning. It reminded me of those scenes where they're like, where the thing freezes and the main character's like, "This is me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here." And then when they freeze the shot of Ash and Go. So I thought that was funny. Meowth was really cute introducing the title card. Jessie, extra as always, hogging the spotlight like Nessa said. Just from her faces to her dialogue, she was just by far like the most entertaining. I love when she's like, "Oh, I looked it up what ASMR is," because like she had no idea. It's almost like, yeah, I googled it, and then one of her lines just sent me. It was, she's like, "Time for a fault finding and plans for the next episode meeting." Like she can't. She's just so extra and so petty that she can't go one meeting without purposely wanting to blame like James or Meowth for something minuscule. So I just love her. And I like how the episode was, it's goofy, kind of slice of life comedic filler, but it's still relevant to their goal of initially of recruiting members, and then we find out that was what Giovanni wanted. But then, of course, like the trio being the trio, they go off the rails and just make it their own thing. And clearly, the algorithm is not in their favor, judging by the 0 views and 0 hits and 0 subscribers. They are a struggling content creator, so that's maybe not for me, but for others in this community, that might be understandable if you're just starting out. So hopefully they make it to the top 10 and just chatting like the PokePod has been.
Actually, regarding about that though, I was kind of like, you guys didn't advertise your show, so no wonder no one knows about it in the beginning.
Jesse, make sure they follow us on Twitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Polly, continue.
Brock obviously was a special treat. You know, I realize it's always super easy to add him in because his voice actor is also Wobbuffet, you know. But besides that, like the whole thing was just so unexpected. And it was just so heartwarming and hilarious at the same time because it's also like Brock simped maybe once for Jesse in the beach episode in OS. And then it's kind of like he was over it. In fact, whenever Jesse would dress up, or like Cassidy would dress up as a Nurse Joy, it's like they had the whole thing where he wouldn't get all gushy and flirty because he, you know, I guess he sensed that it was a villain underneath the disguise.
I don't think Brock's type is bad girl. He don't go for bad girls.
Yeah.
Jesse's a bad girl. She naughty.
Mm-hmm.
She naughty. She been around.
Yeah, I'll wait for TSS to explain what's behind that, but and then obviously loved the Silent reference, and I'm glad now they confirmed it. I seriously thought it was fan art. I guess I might have seen somebody repost it or post the piece of just Silent and thought maybe it was just like a doodle.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up for a potential appearance from good old Mamoru Miyano, but
Yeah, they need that Mamoru Miyano bucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is the episode Cassidy and Butch should have made a fucking debut in. Actually,
I know. Well, no, that because I've mentioned before that Butch and Cassidy and their voice actors have appeared in that Rocket radio show 10 years ago. Or sorry, maybe 11 or 12. That's too. I'm too tired to remember.
After what Journeys did to them too,
I know. They did this skit with Meowth, and they did a Little Red Riding Hood as their characters, and then I think later on in that episode they had their regular voice actors just like talk about whatever. So, you know, it would have been perfect, but you know, I can never have nice things, can I? It's okay. I love Renji and Cerise rocking the bottle caps.
Yes.
And just Renji writing to into the radio show talking about like how much he cares about Ash and Go and Koharu was just so touching and sweet. I love that part. I also love James's quote, and I don't have it here verbatim, but it's just about like, oh, the bigger your dreams, like the more exciting it is to get to achieve them or something like that. So I really loved that quote. And then when Cerise was opening his the jacket to show all the rocket bottle caps, actually it was a friend of mine that said it reminded him of that character from Recess who has like all the stuff under his like trench coat.
Oh my god.
I forgot what his name is.
I know who you're talking about. Just don't
Yeah,
remember
me too.
Yeah, so I thought that was funny. And then like Nessa said, yeah, Cerise was really showing his age, and then it makes me wonder how old he really is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, Polly, it was the Hustler kid.
oh yes, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
No, you're welcome.
So overall, I give this a 9 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. It's 9 out of 10 because of the fucking Pelipper. Bye. I don't.
That was the one time the Pelipper was good because no gotcha was inside its goddamn mouth.
You know,
I
it
actually
just
like the
annoys me.
Pelipper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hate that little
The
fucker
Pelipper
too.
part.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean that big fucker. Yeah.
And that is
He's like, I like that.
last thing is I'm glad the XY team song was in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much
Yeah.
become their staple, bro.
Except it annoys me because I'm like, if you played this twice for both the Butch and Cassidy episode and this, why couldn't you play Dory Dory in last week's? But
Right.
anyway. All right.
It has to. I think. Oh well. Remember, Dory Dory is Shokotan stuff, so probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dory costs money.
Well, and also, well, the other thing is, it's like, well, the only other option you would had was the Serena ending version, but it's like, well, it wasn't about her, so I mean, didn't.
What you're saying?
But they did. But
My
see,
reason
they
was
played
funny.
when May came back, though. I'm pretty sure they played her theme in the Wallace Cup at some point.
They played her theme when she They played her theme in her debut episode in Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
They played it when she beat Team Rocket up.
So what you're saying is that if we want like silent cameo and then also Dory, we need like a tier 5 sub.
And the only reason I know that is because I watched that episode last week.
Huh. Yeah. Well,
They did play Battle Frontier during Ash's appeal round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like beautiful. That's why.
Anything with Battle Frontier is always goated. But what was your score again, Polly? 9 out of 10, you said?
9 out of 10.
Alrighty then. Now we got 2 homies, I think, left here. Who would like to go?
I'll go.
All right,
Yeah.
Tyrone, I'll pass it to you, buddy. What do you got to say?
All
about the
right,
episode?
so I'm gonna be honest with you. When I watched the episode, I'm like, I don't know how to review this episode. It's situation all over again. I'm watching it and I'm like, how do I review this? It's not an episode. It's commentary. It's a podcast. It's like this isn't a Journeys episode. This is Team Rocket and the voice cast fucking around, having fun. How do you criticize this? I don't know how. Like, from the very moments of James saying shit like, I can't believe y'all keep making me do this, and he's like digging in Pelipper's mouth, to like when Morpeko like eating eating the pudding, but it's eating it so fast nobody can really guess what the ASMR is. Fucking just right down to just how Jesse tries to upstage everybody by being the what was it? The super personality. Well, personality. It's just this wacky ass podcast. I don't know exactly how you review this in the same stance as Journeys, so I won't. But I do like the Oshawott in Little Rocket Ship too. I don't know, something about that makes me laugh. I guess it's because Oshawott's been in a car this whole damn time.
Yeah, so he upgraded from a vehicle to a freaking rocket ship.
I don't know why I don't know who in Journeys is carrying this Oshawott joke, but they are running it to the end, and I love it. Like they're running home with that shit. They said, "Fuck it, we Oshawott away." I feel like unfortunately this is the most we're gonna get out of Renji and Professor Sakuragi. Professor Sakuragi hasn't gotten his own fucking episode yet, but it's good to see when they give him moments. It pisses me off that he doesn't have his own episode, because Professor Sakuragi is slowly but surely becoming my favorite character in Journeys. Like, just from the moments, remember the episode where the giant fucking it was like the giant ball of Gulpin were coming in, and like Professor Sakuragi's getting unnaturally serious during this moment, or like when he's freaking out when Koharu is like on stage performing in Serena's episode, or when he said that, oh, I decided to get a Gengar because I decided to get this mansion with the Gengar in it because haunted houses are fucking dope. Like everything about Sakuragi always comes down to this weird blunt level of reality. He can't travel a family trip because he's got to watch these eggs. He's a good father, a good husband, very understanding. Like, Sakuragi's a good character. He's just stuck in a show where, unfortunately, you gotta push him back a lot. So they decided to go ahead and make him a bottle cap collector. Sure, go ahead, why not? Fuck yeah. Like, give this man traits that make him a good character, because unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever get to actually see it. And I love that. I love that about his part of the episode. To me, is my favorite part. And yes, I know the focus is supposed to be Team Rocket's podcast, and I do like it. I like the fact that they argue with the narrator. I love the fact that the narrator technically finally has a face. Not like a real face. It's mostly a quote
bubble.
It's mostly a quote bubble. But it's funny that they give him like a script to hold, and he's reading, and he's got a little sweat bead going. I think we haven't had this much interaction with the narrator since like, I want to say, I know it's probably after OG, but OG's the one I remember the most. For example, I remember they're all going to the beach and the narrator goes, hey, I want to go to the beach too. Like, stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. And that was a dub thing. I can only imagine what the dub episode of this shit's gonna be. I actually look forward to the dub episode of this one because I want to see it. I want to see what they do with it. I want to see how they handle that ASMR thing. Like,
the crunch sound effect kills me every time I listen to it, bro. You just. Just to speak about the Morpeko bit real quick, I just love how they're like, what is Morpeko eating? All right, Morpeko, eat something. I'm like, holy shit.
That sounded like a Flintstone crunch sound.
yeah.
I started laughing though. It was like so funny though. He's just like, he's like,
The way he's viciously licking the table, though, he's like,
and then I just
Yeah.
And to me also, I'm disappointed. They could have got more views. All Jesse had to do was do a hot tub hour. I'm just
it's
saying.
a radio, not a live.
Hey, that's all. The sound of the bath noise is all the fans need. It's all the fans need. Brock literally said it. Brock literally said it in the episode. I love her voice.
Princess number 7's bathwater.
Exactly. Yeah. All they had to do was just spell Princess number 7. Make it right now, chat. Draw Princess number 7 bathwater. Yeah, instead of the bottle caps, put up that bathwater. You know what to do, chat. Do it.
And then they
And
go
Tyrone
little
gushing
moaning
about it while
sounds,
everybody
like,
else is in disgust.
It's like little moaning sounds like.
Oh no, I don't like bathwater. I just know that would have got more views because people be tripping out here on fucking pod. They're gonna go do a podcast, go all the way. They gotta go all the fucking way. I kind of wish Team Rocket had a little soundboard so they could do sound effects.
No, they did. They did have a sound, but only for one moment.
Oh, they only did it for. I'm sorry. I'm under the mindset.
No, they had more, and I'll explain it.
Yeah, okay, that's why I was like, I want more.
I mean, I'm under the mindset when I say soundboard, I mean like unnecessary shit. Hey, how's it going, internet?
Well, then again, it did happen. It did happen.
Oh, I know you didn't. Like, just stupid buttons.
Well, yeah, I mean, it did work, but I'm gonna get to my section. Okay, but anyway.
And then, like, yeah, I mean, so it's clear. It's very clear. It's the cast, and I don't mean, like, the cast on screen. I mean, they're doing it, too. But it's the voice cast. They're having fun. It's very clear this was not meant to be in the plot or used for anything or have any merit on the story of Journeys. This is supposed to be, let's have a bunch of fucking fun in the voice cast room. And you can see it. And it's good that they're having that level of fun. And you can feel the energy in it. So there's no way I can judge it as a Journeys episode because it doesn't feel like one. It feels like it was one of those episodes where the cast goes, let's have a day off and just have a ball. Like, let's just have a fucking ball. Fuck it. We're not gonna sit here and try to... And again, one of the things that disappoints me about this episode is because it does, yet again, that same goddamn thing that I've been saying, and the others have already said it too, where Team Rocket's literally good at everything except being Team Rocket members. They can sell malasadas, they sell snacks, they run summer camps while making food for the summer camp. They're newscasters, which they've been in X and Y. They fucking, they do radio. Like, they literally can do anything else besides this job. They're bad at being Team Rocket. Bruh. Get that off screen, so help me.
Tyrone is channeling his inner Richie now.
No. All right, Kate. All right, so y'all see that picture? I'm gonna need y'all to do the thing where you put like a bunch of likes and shit on it. Put like the
chat box.
Yeah. Put the chat box and put some bitty bit donations. I need y'all to Photoshop some bitty bit donations.
Oh man, the bit jar is gonna have an Arbok in there for a nice little reference.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, like just overall. I know this is going to be a cop-out. I'm very sorry, everybody. This episode doesn't get a score. Nope. Not scoring it. Because it's unfair. That's unfair. I'm not going to rate this thing on the same level. This is an out-of-episode episode. If you had just said this is a Team Rocket OVA or some shit, I would have bought that before saying, oh, this is a Journeys episode. It's a Journeys episode by number. Yes. It is an official Pokemon Journeys episode. But as far as an episode goes, it's very clear this didn't follow the formula of that. It was very clear they wanted to just have fun, and it was outside of the realm of... I feel like this would have existed in any series. They just chose now to do it. So I can't, in all out honesty, really judge it. It's more or less just out of the realm of what's going... As far as comedy-wise, I'll give it an 8. It's a nice episode, comedy-wise, but as an episode of Journeys, I'm not giving it a score. Not grading it. Nope. Sorry.
That means you can't say Tyrone's graded the whole series. So next.
What? That's got nothing to do with it. I can't grade that. How do you grade this episode? How?
Sun and Moon.
I will explain.
I can't, in all out honesty, grade it. It doesn't feel like something that needs to be graded. It feels like it's something that was more for the cast than for us. We just happen to enjoy it. Like, it's not... I can't give it an episode rating. I just can't.
It's one of those like an OVA rating. You can just rate it for an OVA.
It was like the Sun and Moon thing where it's so silly you can't really grade it. It's outside of that realm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now passing it on to me, who's actually going to give it a score. So here we go. So first of all, let's get down to business. Let's get to the references that the folks here did not bring up. Now, first of all, as Polly mentioned, this is definitely a nod back to the Rocket Radio from Best Wishes, the Best Wishes era, but it is also a textbook episode on how exactly a Japanese radio program works. Now, what does this mean? Now, this means that you had all the elements that you would find on a typical Japanese radio show. You had people, well, they used to do back in the day, faxing the damn thing. That's why Sakuragi mentioned that. You have the radio names, you have nicknames, you have different names for different corners or sections of the show. And then, of course, you have like different sort of like segments within the show. So let's begin with the references that people forgot or probably didn't know about this. So I believe the whole berating of the narration actually is in reference, kind of a very minuscule reference, but a reference nonetheless, to another TV Tokyo anime that aired during the time Pokemon has aired, and also Rika has guested on that show. That is Keroro Gunso, Sergeant Frog, because they used to berate the narrator all the fucking time on that show. So I believe, especially with the kind of the back and forth stuff at the beginning of the end, I can definitely see that is one of the references not talked about, and probably like a very minuscule reference. Also, the whole thing is kind of reminiscent of like Shokotan's Anisong what is it? It's Anisong Academy, which actually the funny thing is the Rockets say like returns Zet, right? And that's like kind of and to me that reminds me of like Ichiro Mizuki, who did write a theme song perform a theme song for Anisong Academy. So that was kind of funny there. Also, Musashi with the freaking digitally imported Alolan cocaine. Oh my god, the faces in here. The Musashi faces. We're going back to fucking Advanced Generation and and Sun and Moon for this shit. Because oh my god, some of those faces, woo! That's what you call perfection. There's a lot of great moments with just the goofy animation. It made it really enjoyable. Musashi talks about the dark web. Musashi freaking makes a Gege no Kintaro reference in the fucking episode too. Fucking Nyath says "Hey Rotom." That's a "Hey Siri" reference. And the Rocket Danka playing throughout the episode, and also seeing it in the credits as well, seeing it credited as well. But also for the people, because the people don't watch the original broadcast, and I do, they played the Rocket Danka instrumental during the mid-show bumper, which hasn't been done since like X, Y, and Z. So that's really cool that they did that as well. It was really matched the motif. So let's get also other things out of the way. So as we mentioned, Masafumi Mima mentioned that they recorded this and then it was animated afterwards. I like that. It really allowed for the trio to spread their wings and really impress us with their ability to key off of each other. I think the way that they interacted was perfection. Like without a doubt perfection. You know that that if they were to retire from the rocket, like on screen on the rockets, freaking they can just have them record like Pokemon podcasts all fucking day in character, and then people would listen to it and realistically buy it, quote, right? Because you can actually legitimately buy the Best Wishes rocket radio
And the
program
worst
on
part is
CD.
that Journey's had an episode where they considered quitting, but they go back to normal. Ah! Ah!
Yep.
Yeah, this is why. Yeah, this is why I don't fucking have this is why I don't have a
It's
fucking
like-
brain spasm. But the thing is though, also with regard, and also when I watched that Minso bumper, it said I popped off at the freaking like the because on the mid show bumper they show you what's next, and then I saw more Pekaway of someone. I was like, oh fuck, they're gonna do that. Now, having Takashi appear is like saying, okay, I mean, you already have Yuji Ueda in the studio anyway because he's doing Sonanso anyway, so why the fuck not? The interactions and actually having Renji and Sakuragi talk about their memories about radio, and you see in Renji, you see fucking Tokyo Tower. That's fucking awesome in the flash in the kind of flashback there. And also, he's doing like a fucking Jim Carrey fucking keyboard warrior shit going on. I love that. I love the fact that Masafumi Mima fucking mixed this perfectly because he legitimately freaking did all of the freaking the dumbing down of the sound, making it sound tinny out of the freaking small ass speakers that freaking Renji has. And then, in addition to that, there's also a background music that's playing during the third Rocket episode where there's like lyrics and shit. Absolute greatness for that. I really like that. That was like a great moment there. I want that fucking track. That track sounded awesome. The Rocket rode him not wanting to comply, and then you see Musashi's face looking like. That was absolutely amazing. And then you had Onion, and you had Junsa appearing and Takashi appearing, and you could definitely tell that while they just found scenes to go while the Rockets were talking, and I think that at that point, that's why I knew, yeah, this is really in a league of its own. Now, let's see, towards the end, when you finally get all of them together, when you put all the pieces of the puzzle together, and you have literally everybody and their dog listening to it, it's just great. Like I said, this is a textbook definition of how a Japanese radio program is. And actually, that's great culture. My only thing is that, man, in the West, this is gonna not make sense. This is gonna be the most unnatural shit on planet Earth. Because considering that they made the animation specifically with this radio program in mind, I don't know how the hell they're going to do this.
I am so upset. I think I know you're disagree. You're going to disagree with this, TSS, but I'm going to say it. I wish that the 4Kids Entertainment I'm saying 4Kids Entertainment on purpose, not 4Kids. I wish the 4Kids Entertainment dubcast had this material here, and they would have found a way to do something with it. It wouldn't have been spot on. It wouldn't have been spot on with what's happening, but they would have improv the shit out of this, and it would have been funny as fuck.
Yeah,
like
I agree. I actually agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. So I didn't expect that.
From the comedy aspect for something like this, yes. I would definitely do 4Kids. Yeah, because for situations like this where you need to have the VAs improv, that would be perfect.
Oh yeah, Jesse James and Meow 4Kids cast would have fucked this up, bro.
For sure.
This would have been hilarious as shit if they had it, but sadly we live in a world where TPCI has it, and I am scared to see what Team Rocket's gonna do, but I'm also kind of interested.
It's gonna be like watching the car crash videos.
Also, rip Maddie Blotson.
Yeah, Maddie. Yeah.
I know, like original Meow. I love
Yeah, of course. You know.
I just can't stand
Mhm.
the current thing.
Right. Right, but anyway, in closing, this is a very wholesome episode, and like I said, this is a love letter to the Rockets and a love letter to the reference that the Rocket radio broadcast, and you definitely tell the chemistry from all three of them, all four of them, realistically. I'm forgetting fucking Takashi's voice or Sonansu's voice or Yuji Ueda. All four of them played to perfection. Also, we got to say Ikuyo Otani. You know, she's the goat on this one as well because the Rotom phone. But it's like all of them together in one place, and you just see them interacting. This is the textbook definition of entertainment and explaining to Western audiences how Japanese radio is done, and that's why listening to Japanese radio is fucking great. So with that being said, this episode gets a 9.3.
Out of curiosity, what's like your overall score for this? Like including
9.3
as well?
Yes.
Because I know you always like doing the journeys review and then like the everything.
But in this case, the both scores are the same.
Oh, okay. So that's how favorable you found this episode then.
Yes, this is like that. This is like perfection personified in terms of like the Rocket chemistry. You can't get any. You can't really get any better than this.
You know, I'm kind of happy everybody came out having the same mindset with this episode. Everybody's genuinely seemed to find this episode to be very, very favorable.
Because it's really not. I mean, it kind of is a reflection of how Team Rocket's been anyway. It's like it's not focused on the story that's overarching and happening currently. It's Team Rocket doing what they do best. Team Rocket.
You want to know why maybe I find this episode to just be that much more enjoyable? We haven't had a Rocket episode that was like on them for so long, you know.
Well, the last one we had was the Cassidy and Butch one.
We don't talk. No, I meant like just like dumb only. I meant just like straight up just dumb.
Wow. Maybe. Well, we have a legitimate question here. Johan Roy says, "What do you guys like about doing the PokePod?" I could probably say one thing. I just like talking to these guys and just keying off of everybody. It's just a great feeling. It gives me lots of strength and energy and motivation.
One time, this happened a long time ago. I was watching Brain Scratch comms a lot, like the Brain Scratch commentaries. And one day I was looking at it and I'm like, I want that. I want a group that I can like have moments and do stuff like that with, and lo and behold, here we are, years later. I got that. I got what I wanted. I didn't think it's not quite the way I thought it was going to happen, but hey, here we go.
Hey, it's working, no?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it just, to me, I never would have imagined, and this, I'm sorry, you guys hear this damn story all the time, but I never would have imagined me just simply going up to KG and going, hey man, want to start a collab? And then us making that collab in December fucking 8 years ago would lead to this. Like, if you were to ask me, hey, you think you would have saw anything out of that collab? I mean, like, yeah, it would have been a good chance to do a nice review, but that's about it. That was like a one-off thing. No, wasn't a one-off thing. 8 years later, here we are on the pinnacle of fucking anti-poke fucking podcast shit.
Doing it for like 300 plus episodes and still counting, bro.
Top 10 in chats and discussions right now.
Hey, that means we're still kicking ass in some way, shape, and form, and it's always been through your love and support, chat. I've seen a lot of interesting questions brought up before about saying, like, wanting to see, like, some kind of P.O. box or something like that. I think Polly was the one that responded to that, if I recall, on chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, did you... I didn't read the full question. Did you know what it said specifically?
Hold on. Let me go to my reply. Wait.
Because, yeah, you know, given the way this episode is... I
think it was Mornox.
It was Mornox, yeah. So, given the way this episode was structured, it just felt like an appropriate time to just get a couple of questions out, at least to just let people know, you know. So, but yeah, like, in all honesty, the whole thing, I did that back then. where I used to have a PO box back with the old channel. Of course, things didn't go so well because channel deletion and shit. So that didn't
Yeah.
rock so well with that. But there's always a possibility we could see this come back in the distant future if y'all are willing to do that. Of course, now with the power of social media and online stuff, we get a lot of things like from fan art and whatnot, and we always appreciate that as well. Which through your love and support chat, y'all made those realities happen.
Oh,
Oh, go on.
I found it. Hey KG, like the trio podcast, you should do fan mails and guessing games in your pod. Add some shenanigans.
I mean, we've been doing those every now and then.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you know what? Actually, Tyrone, we were talking about this a while ago, but I'm very, very curious, given that you are the fan of Le Sonic. Have you, by any chance, done what they call the Sonic Hurdle?
What is that?
So, you know Wordle, right?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That music game, the Sonic music
So
game.
do you think you, or at least did you do this week's Sonic Hurdle? Or today's Sonic Hurdle, I should say.
I did not.
Would you like to try it then? Let's do that little mini game, I guess, since everybody's talking about trying a little mini game.
Oh shit.
And I need you to make sure you know what it is, Tyrone, in the first freaking try. Because
What?
it's important. Yeah. Okay, so here's how it works. You listen to the song, it plays only for one
I know how that works.
No, I'm explaining to the viewers as well.
Oh.
To the viewers, how it works. It's kind of like Wordle, except the functions in a different tone because the way you're listening it through is like you're going to be listening to 1.5 seconds of the song. And you will take a listen to that, and you will have to decide whether or not you will want to add an additional couple of seconds to get more of the song, or you think you can guess it on the first try. You gotta think up to 5 tries, I believe, or something like that, or first try. And if you mess up, you done goof. But if you pass, congratulations, you got another point. This one is mainly built for the viewer, for the Sonic fans in mind, which is why I'm saying to Tyrone in particular, because I think if anybody will probably get the song correctly, it probably will be him. So you know what? Let me go and share the screen, Tyrone. I think this will be the best way for you to hear the song too in the background. So we're gonna go and test this out and see if this
So
works.
basically, this is some like name that tune shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically
pretty
name that song. Actually, that's the best way to say it, buddy. Yeah.
I mean, when they say I could name that song in 3 notes or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go and transition this over here then. Why don't we? Let's go and have some fun with this one. So, Tyrone, I'm going to now let this be your challenge. What do you say, buddy? You ready?
Okay.
All right. So, I'm going to play the song, and you let me know if you hear it. All right. Turn up the volume to start the track. I swear to God, if this blasts my ears, I'm going to cry. So, everybody, hopefully it doesn't blast your ears too. So, let's play.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay. What's that?
That's this. That's clearly the start of a Sonic game. Dun, 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 dun.
That's the intro to Sonic 1.
But couldn't that
Yeah.
also be the credits for Sonic 1 2 when he's running to Green Hill Zone?
Yeah, it's one of the intros.
I think maybe this gives it a hint. It's 9 seconds.
Oh, it's probably when he play it again.
Okay, allow me to play it again.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Sonic 1.
Hold on, it sounds like when he gets invincibility.
Okay, I'll play it one more time. Ready?
Yeah.
It is the intro because the intro has the count in like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the intro as well because
Yeah.
because that was like it sounds to me like they're early.
Yeah, because it has the tun 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 tun.
Yeah,
it's the
it has
intro.
count. It's the intro.
All right, but what the hell is that called? Intro, Sonic.
There goes. No, good.
No, it's Sonic 1. Let's see.
That's Sonic Advance.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
I will put Sonic the Hedgehog intro.
Yeah, Sonic Advance, the only one I played.
Titled Sonic the Hedgehog.
But that one
Yeah.
says GBA. This one says 16-bit.
No, the regular.
We'll play the 16-bit.
16-bit one.
No, is it the 16-bit one? I thought it was 32-bit Genesis.
No,
16-bit is Genesis.
16-bit.
Yeah, they're the first.
Now
ones
it's
that
either
get
going to be the Genesis one or it's going to be the GBA one.
It might be the Genesis GBA one.
Yeah, because
It's the GBA one.
Yeah, the GBA one because
because of the chip tune. Yeah,
hold on,
play it.
let's listen to it again.
Yeah, it's
the GBA because it's higher.
Title.
It's higher.
Yeah, it's titled GBA.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one.
Yeah, that one.
Because it's higher. It's higher.
Yeah.
Sure, all right. You 100% confirmed?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. God
Why
damn it.
Why is it Sonic Genesis though?
It's the Genesis GBA one because it's higher. It's a bit higher because of the Game Boy Advance's chip tune.
Well,
I'm actually proud of myself too. I actually recognize this one because I'm like,
because I knew it was Sonic 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then it's like because the thing is though I didn't hear the YM2612, so I was like
the Sega Genesis version of it has a bit more bass under it. Like it's a little bit lower.
Well, no, it's not only that. The Sonic the Genesis one also has the YM2612 instruments, and we did not hear that. We heard freaking
that one was a bit more of a high pitch. It was more of a
remember,
it had the Game Boy Advance sound fine.
Yeah, because the GBA only has 6-channel sound.
Yeah. But yeah, we did it. First try too. Nice.
Yeah, there you go. There's your mini game. But
right.
Paul, if you still
that was a little too easy. I kind of wanted a harder one.
No, the other one. Well, actually, no, because a lot of the Sonic songs you can hear from the beginning. You'll already know what they are. Like the other day, it was Bridge Zone, so it was like doing like Bridge Zone. Like a lot of the songs, they always immediately jump straight into it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like with other songs, they always take like a gradual build up to get to those points. But with Sonic songs, given that it's the whole core of it being fast, they just get straight to the tune itself, and you'll already know what it is. Once they get to Sonic Forces songs, though, I'm gonna lose. That's gonna be the Sonic shit right there.
Yep.
Because I'm sorry, Sonic Forces music I can't remember at all, except maybe Ghost Town. That's the only one I remember.
All right.
Any of you read the Archie comics? Yes, I don't really have much of an opinion on it, though. I'm sorry.
Hey, were you gonna ask me?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. Was there something else in that question? They said they would like for us to do. If
guessing
you still...
games and then just like fan mail or like reading, I guess.
Man, that would be awesome if we were to like get fan mail. I just open up a letter here in the side and be like, this one was given to us by this member here. Except they have to stay anonymous the whole time.
Yeah.
So
they had the pen name, yeah.
Yeah, so like I could imagine Joker would probably put like the one who drank all that ketchup or some shit, and you won't know who it is except maybe
ketchup drinker 38.
Yeah,
open up a PO box. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's gonna cost money.
No, yeah. Well, of course I can do that. It's fine. Don't worry on that part. But KGC Joker. Mail time.
The mail's here.
Okay, I'm not rich. I just have a lot of money. That's all.
That's what you son of a bitch.
I know. No, that son of a rich. Nah, but I don't mind opening one. But I feel like we'll probably save that for a far distant future, though. Like once,
because we have to have because you have to have more than 40 people watching. We gotta have.
No, we got high like with like the reaction nights as well.
Well, that one reaction thing was probably like it was like almost 150, 200, like 100.
200.
Apparently, according to it, we got 180.
Yeah, they got. I saw 200. You guys reached the 200.
Really? Okay.
We already have merch.
Yeah, we already have merch. Yeah, if you guys want to go and check out the merch store, we do have it in the Twitch thingy down below. You guys can go check it out for yourself. Yeah. We got some merch. We're also going to be adding some new ones soon. Now that we
PokePod,
finally.
Yeah. PokePod world.creator-spring.com.
Exactly. You can go check out for yourself. We got the t-shirts, we got the hoodies, we got the cups. We even got a cute little Ruby sticker too. But like I said,
Zach is rocking our hoodie.
Yeah, he was actually rocking with that during the NYC trip we had the other day.
Yeah,
great. Yeah. I think I actually have a photo of him with that thing as well, which was
actually congratulations, Zach.
Indeed.
Yeah,
all merch proceeds will go to only KG, so give him your monies. Actually, no, none of them go to me. I made sure I don't receive any funding from this. To make it as affordable as possible for everybody. It is just pretty much the cost of how these shirts are. I make no profit out of it.
We donated to a possum that's in the dumpster.
That would explain why that.
If you look down below on the video, that there is a merch button, and then you can click on that, and
Yeah.
it will take.
Where does the money go? To the shirts. They're being made with that. Now listen, like for example, a shirt could cost $24.99. I could upgrade
you
that.
just like a stalemate economy.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, listen, I made it affordable. Like if I made it $30, I make $5, or something like that. But I keep it at the cheapest price.
Okay, good. So you do have a net growth.
Yeah, but I don't do it though. I have a net growth of 0. So there you go. Why?
For those of y'all wondering,
For
those of y'all wondering, a stale economy is it takes me $5 to make something. I sell it for $5. Like that, it means it cancels itself out.
Yeah, I only do it because personally, I'd rather prefer that people get this stuff and just rep it with their shirts and whatnot than have to earn money on it. I'm already fine with money. I don't need to worry about that. I just like to make sure
money. What the fuck?
Well, you never ask, but I always like to make sure that people get things.
Who says that this was a business? Like what?
No, this is just something out of my pockets,
Oh, I wanted to be a business. I don't know what the fuck JG's talking about.
All right,
Give me
Tyrone,
your money.
When I
want to live.
All right, now that I got your design, I could put you in a shirt, and I'll use your logo, and I'll make it like $40, and that way people will spend money on that.
You see this hat that I got that I'm probably gonna once I get the resources to make it and people can buy it. Y'all gonna hate the fuck out of me. This shit's gonna be high priced as fuck.
$49.99.
You know how Ash had to turn it out in fucking box tops in order to get it's gonna be like that.
Because for me, if this turns into a job, then I won't be enjoying it anymore. So.
Oh shit, I'll enjoy the fuck out of that money.
He'll enjoy that money. He'll be swimming in it like Scrooge McDuck with his
Scrooge McDuck. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not.
Nah, but yeah, like I said, I don't worry about the money. I just prefer more that people get the shirts and then they get to rep us because it's the PokePod. It's nice seeing people wear these.
Let me be very let me be very humble for a second. I enjoy the money, yes. But that's only because I want this to be my job so I can fully devote myself to doing content and the shit I love for you guys. But I still want to fucking make money.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so if anything, I want to make money. That way I can quit my job and do this full time for y'all and still make money. That's the reason I want to do it.
Actually, hold on a second. Wait, how many? We got 8 peeps. I could fit that. Now that I got the whole roster, I could theoretically now make a full squad shirt. Now that we're featuring the whole get, because I was waiting for that.
And I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll make sure everybody's name is right next to each other, right there. So it'll probably say Tyrone, TSS, Nessa, Polly, all that. But I'll give you guys the designs future. But I want money so I can do my job and make money. Well, yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, everybody gets to go however they wish to approach. There is no wrong answer. There's just whatever you feel most best with. So yeah. Tyrone, if you want to make the monies, you can actually open up the Teesprings or Spring Shop.
Remember the SpongeBob movie where they're gonna KG, you're gonna be like $101 for a hat, Tyrone, with cheese. Mr. Squidward with cheese. Us being able to sell merch is still cool to me. I never thought I'd be like, oh, I'm on a hat. That's fucking dope.
Yeah, but like I said, if people, once we get somewhere, with these things and people want more and more merch, I'll gladly do it. That's when it'll start becoming a little bit more pricey at that point. But for now, where things are at, I think I'm happy with this. I'd rather prefer seeing more peeps rock the PokePod hoodie or shirt, which is a good time right now given we're in the spring season, so it is a little chilly. Get yourself a nice little PokePod World hoodie. Get yourself nice and warm for the season. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. So not much else can be said. I just, of course, always appreciate all your love and supports from everything you guys have done for us. And I hope you guys continue to enjoy it. We got 10 more weeks, ladies and gents, before we hit the big 150 as well. So I'm very, very much excited for that. That's going to be, I think, our big milestone, because I don't think we've ever had a session hit 150 before.
No.
Because of the PokePod and the PokePod R going reboots and all that. Theoretically, we've almost done 400 episodes. But as it stands right now, though, we're gonna hit 150 soon, and I cannot wait for that moment when it arrives. Expect a lot of fun things during that, though. Giving you guys a little heads up. Just saying. But what do you guys say? We go and wrap things up for tonight, then.
Say thank you to all of the people on Twitter, by the way. I somehow unintentionally wound up making this weird little following for X and Y designed Ash. I made a tweet that literally just says, and I quote, "I don't care about ranks or leagues or places or teams or none of that. The moment XY decided to have my man Ash looking like this clean was the moment that he became a Pokemon master in my eyes. Ash was base boss in this series. I don't care." And then I just posted 4 really cool poses of Ash and XY, and it got like fucking 526 likes in one day. I'm like, what the? All I did was just post that I like this design, pretty much. It was just a really exaggerated me saying I like this design. And then it got like this fucking cult following with over, with over 800, with over 80 retweets. And all the quote retweets are all positive and shit. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I guess I just need to be more positive.
Yeah.
I saw that earlier. I was like,
I wonder. Positivity brings attention.
No. I want to say something. Normally, when I say something good about X and Y, there's always so many people that are ready to attack me because I have a positive opinion about it, a series that I like. This was a situation where I did the same thing, only this time people were like, fuck it.
No, you hit the algorithm just right.
Yeah, you nailed the algorithm, buddy. Also, we got somebody happening to join us because now the PNG file tells us whenever somebody hops on.
What's up?
You could have just let me hang out. That's all. I was just gonna hang out. That's all I was doing.
I know because I saw your icon pop up, so I thought you were gonna say something. But
I didn't. There's nothing really to say.
Better you than the top
ready to go to bed.
Listen, I still have the PNG file over.
While everybody's here, let's plug our shit and tell us what's
of course.
happen.
We always gotta let people know what we're gonna be doing throughout the week. So, let's get into it. Of course, as we stated before, tomorrow, ladies and gents, what are we going to be doing? More Sonic Simulator.
More Sonic!
Yeah, because it is an official Sonic game, so theoretically we have to continue playing that game to show more of the concept in itself. So if you guys want to see more Sonic Simulator from the Roblox game itself, tune in tomorrow at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, Tara. What time are we doing it tomorrow, just to make sure?
We can probably do that at 8 o'clock your time. Yeah, we can do that 8 o'clock your time.
All right, so 8 p.m. EST, ladies and gents, and make sure to tune to both my and in Tyrone's channel as well for the Speed Simulator shenanigans. I don't know if anybody else here will join us for that. It is a free game now; you don't have to spend 50 Robux, but if you guys want to join for the Roblox shenanigans, you guys are more than welcome for that. I think Emmy said she'll join us for that too as well, so it'll be a lot of fun all around. Then, of course, on Wednesday, we continue our Coliseum shenanigans, so make sure to tune in for that. Thursday, okay, are we going back to it now?
Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah, we should be good for that.
Okay, just making sure. And then on Friday, as always, ladies and gents, reaction night. So make sure to tune in for that one. And yeah, that's going to be it for me for the week. What about you, Tyrone? What do you got planned?
Sonic on Tuesday. Wednesday, I honestly don't have a thing. I'm gonna do a surprise stream. I'm gonna figure it all out because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I've accomplished all of the major shit, so we're just in post-game shit right now until a new arc shows up.
Okay.
Thursday, obviously, we're doing Monster Hunter Rise. Friday, I'm not doing anything, although I will try. No, I won't. On Friday, I won't even be here. I'll be in St. Charles for an anime convention, so I won't even be here Friday.
What about Saturday and Sunday?
Oh, yeah, and I've already told the people no TG3 roundtable on Saturday because, again, anime convention. I will be back on Sunday, though, for Final Fantasy X, so that's still happening.
All right, then we'll pass this one on to TSS. What do you got?
All right, so Friday night will be Persona 3 Fest on Dub Part 42. We're heading through the 6th door right now, in the Desert of Doors, and then into the Abyss. So that's at 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And then Saturday, we are going to begin my playthrough of Maternal Bound Redux, which is a mod of Earthbound/Mother 2. And we're going to be playing that at 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday.
That is such a title I never expected you to play, but I'm looking forward to it now.
Damn.
Yay.
All right, then. And Terrell, since you joined us, would you like to let the viewers know what you got as well?
So since everybody and their grandma wants to roast me in the fucking chat, Jesus Christ, guys, my voice was shot last week. I'm sorry. Tomorrow.
Holy shit, you're right.
They don't give a fuck, and it's Lightning's fault.
Oh, you sound better now.
No, he sounds
yeah.
better than he did like last week. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you sound way better.
So yeah, tomorrow I may join for the Sonic thing. I need
Yay,
to figure
more
out.
peeps. I was going to say, would you
Yeah,
like to join us?
Sonic.
Jesus.
Trust me, I think you'll find
No,
fun with it.
Sonic Club. That's the guy that reviews like all the fucking Chinese handhelds.
Oh Lord. Wednesday is more Final Fantasy 6. Thursday is Monster Hunter. Friday I'll try to hang in TSS streams like I usually try to do for Persona.
I'll be there for FF6 on Wednesday as well. Yeah.
And then Saturday we're gonna try to make some sort of fucking progress in goddamn Kingdom Hearts because last weekend was a mixture of a bunch of fuckery and getting my ass
You got shit done. You got shit done. You just didn't get 3 hours worth of shit done.
Okay, Taro, thank you for the specification. I really appreciate it.
No, because you made it sound like you did nothing.
It felt when you get your ass whooped for 3 hours, it feels like you got nothing done. But we're gonna try to get that stuff done. And then there is a video I'm trying to get done, but it requires multiple people, and I don't know who the fuck is going to be free. Tyrone essentially just told me he's not gonna be free this weekend, so I'm gonna have to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do about that. You know what video I'm referring to, by the way.
Zach,
Yeah, I think
Tyrone already played Sonic 06, so
Yeah, I already did that.
No, he got.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I see what they.
He did.
Now you got to play
Yeah.
Project 06.
So there is a collab-ish video coming. I just got to figure out when the fuck people are free to record it. That's literally it. And yeah, that should be it for this week.
All right.
Anything else that we need to address right now or anything? I think we're good.
We love you.
All right. We love you, Chad.
We love you.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're good. Though. What to see?
I'm indifferent to him.
Yeah, he exists, I guess. All right, then, chat. Let's go and wrap things up for tonight. We love you all once again for everything you've done for us. Stay tuned in the coming weeks. We got a lot of fun PokePod related things in progress, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see. If you haven't yet, make sure to follow us here on the platform if you have yet to do so. And if you want to go and watch past sessions that we've done, you can go and check out the PokePod World channel over on YouTube. Follow there, like the videos, and share the shenanigans that we've done throughout the weeks. And yeah, we'll see you guys throughout the rest of the week. I was gonna say the west of the week. Yeah, week. Yeah.
Were you wascally wabbit?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, I think my saliva just got in my throat.
I thought you said Weast.
Yeah, no, but the rest of the week is what I was trying to say. West of the week.
I don't believe you.
Wascally wabbit.
It's what KG. It's the mouth error that happens to me all the goddamn time. So it's finally nice to see KG do it.
Yeah, I got my moment right there.
The brain is moving faster than the mouth can talk. Yeah.
But it's all good though. The point of the matter is we got shit planned. We got things on YouTube's. Make sure to follow there if you haven't yet to do so. Make sure to like and share and comment and whatnot if you have yet to do so as well. Those little things, you'd be surprised, really does help
like
out. So
total.
yeah, don't worry, she's fine there. But what else is there to mention? No, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in for tonight. If you aren't going to be with us throughout the rest of this week, you can always, once again, tune in back again on Monday at 10 p.m. EST for another exciting edition of the PokePod World Podcast. So we hope to see you lovelies then and there. But if you guys want to see more from us, stay tuned throughout the rest of the week with our respective channels because we got fun shenanigans ahead for all of us. So, let's call it a night. Thanks again, once and all. TSS was the magic word.
Wash your fucking hands.
Yeah, it's been a while since I last heard that from you. So we'll talk with all you lovelies later in whatever video we make. Take care, and as always, make sure to have yourselves an awesome day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Esau.